Are Newcastle Fans TV now in partnership with Manscaped? You bet your balls we are. The Premier League is in full swing, and it means it's time to throw on your black and white Newcastle shirt and make sure you don't take a nasty tackle below the waist. Our partners at Manscaped are here to save your boys from taking on a shot from distance off Matt Ritchie, which would sting. It would sting. So you can stay clean and take care of yourself where it matters most. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs.
Manscaped has just launched in the UK and the EU. We've gone years without using the right tools for the job, but no fear. Manscaped is here with an absolute screamer to deliver the best tools for your below-the-waist grooming experience.
Lee, how has Manscaped helped your grooming?
Well, I used to use a lot of cheap razors, and put it this way, Sam, I was stinging for a few days because you've got cuts left, right, and centre, button down. Ouch. Not anymore. Not with this bad boy. Oh, it's beautiful. And I can say it has improved my love life. So that was my experience of cutting myself left, right, and centre. Sam, please tell us more about Manscaped.
That's why Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. The Manscaped engineering team has perfected the greatest hair trimmer ever created, the Lawnmower 3.0. Look at that there. Battery life up to 90 minutes. But the Lawnmower 3.0 is simply the best hygiene tool for the modern man. Adjustable, clean, easy, simple to use, and no nicks, which is very important.
The Perfect Package 3.0 comes with the new improved Lawnmower waterproof cordless body trimmer, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag for you to use when we're done quarantining. The Perfect Package 3.0 also comes with a crop preserver and a crop reviver. The crop preserver is anti-chafing ball deodorant, which ensures that your afternoon stroll doesn't end with your balls sticking to your leg. The Crop Reviver is a spray-on toner for your balls. It's made with soothing aloe and witch hazel extracts, which give your balls a boost.
Yes, please. Get 20% off with free shipping with the code NFTV at manscaped.com. You can be one of the first men in Europe to experience their life-changing products. Take advantage of this limited time offer for Manscaped's top-class lineup and try it for yourself. That's the discount code NFTV.
So Sam's a big fan. I'm a big fan. We've got our Manscaped products. Have you? Check the link in the description for free shipping and a whopping 20% off at manscaped.com.
I always laugh at that bit when Sam blows at that stage. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, everyone. It feels a bit weird, doesn't it? It's just after 11 a.m. in the morning. What's going on? We normally do late kickoffs. We're normally not finished till 1 a.m. But thankfully, NFTV will be done by tea time, which is good. So loads of videos coming up for you later on. Welcome to the watch along here on NFTV. This is the build-up hour. So thank you to all of our regulars. I'll read some of your comments out in just a second. But in the build-up, we look back at the last game, reflect on the fans. We also got the new digital whiteboard system. If you haven't seen that video earlier in the week, we'll put it in today. Reaction, of course, from last time out. And then we'll switch the focus about 11:30. There's no Adam today. So we've got Liam. He'll be on the watch-along with Carl and Brandon. Interesting. Let's see if Liam's sober during the day, and is he still wearing that dressing gown? Stick around, give him some days. You might do some daft days because Liam is a bit stupid like that. But yes, too bloody early for this, says Martin. Yes, we are proudly sponsored by Manscaped. There is a link in the description for that. And also, if you are watching this, if you're based in the UK, If you haven't got Amazon Prime, you can get a free 30-day trial. The link is in the description for that. Watch the game for now. Why not? Looked like a 4-3-3. A lot of you are talking about the lineup already as it's been announced. We'll talk more in detail about lineup as ever when the lads come in as well, but we'll have a little spy. How is Hendrick starting and is he on the wing? That's a golden question, Michael. When I seen that lineup, I thought, oh, Christ. Is it a 4-5-1 or is it the same 4-2-3-1 formation that he's been playing? Why is Hendrick in there? Is he in for the legs? West Brom concede goals for fun. We should be taking advantage of that. And Elliot Anderson should have at least been on the bench. He didn't even feature Joel for the under-23s on Friday night. So I am surprised that him not being there. So 4-3-3 with Willock on the wing, Hendrick in the middle. And surely Hendrick is out the team. Then put Willock back and CM and Murphy on the wing. I would have liked to see Jacob Murphy start for me. But that's not the case. Let's have a look, since we're talking about the lineup. Let's take a look first at West Brom if you haven't seen their lineup. So this is the Baggies lineup. Obviously their star player is pictured, which is Pereira Johnson, who's actually had a good season. But if you look at that back four, Furlong, O'Shea, Bartley and Townsend, I know this is going to sound very disrespectful, but I just don't rate them. I think there's goals to be had there. And if Joe Litton's ever going to score, this is the opposition you want to be against. And then you've got your Costello, Gallagher, who's on loan from Chelsea, Maitland-Niles, who's a talented England international now, on loan. You've got Matty Phillips, Diagne, Pereira. Diagne will be the one up top, Pereira will be behind. And then on the subs bench, you've got the likes of Button, Peltier, Ajayi. He's been starting a lot, Ajayi, so I'm surprised he's not starting. Livermore, Sawyer, Snodgrass, bit surprised he's not starting. He's got quality from out wide. Robinson, Grant, Robson, Kanu are on the bench. And of course, let's have a look at the tune. So Dubravka keeps his place in goal. And then it looks like it's a back four. Emil Kraft does make it. Haman-Kio is on the bench for that. So they've got both fullbacks, Lascelles and Kieran Clark. Again, Fernandez on the bench, which I predicted earlier on this week. That'll happen. Paul Dummett, interestingly, comes in, well, it looks like he's left back ahead of Lewis. I think Bruce is probably thinking there, let's be a little bit more secure in defence, because Dummett will not get up and down that touchline. And Lewis gets caught out in behind because he's so far in advance. And then it looks like it's going to be Hayden and Jonjo Shelvey as the two not sitting. Hayden's going to sit more than Jonjo. Jonjo will try and get on the ball, but they're the two centre midfielders. Willock will be having a licence. I think Willock and Hendrick might be switched around. I think Hendrick might be in centre midfield. I think Willock might be in the number 10. That's what I'm guessing at. Willock in the 10, Hendrick in centre midfield. Whether Willock is out wide at times, I don't know. Is Fraser playing on the left? Is he playing on the right? Is this a 4-3-3? Is it a 4-5-1? Potentially could be a 4-3-2-1. 4-3? Is that 4-3? Yeah, that's 10. Yeah, that's right. And Joe Litton, of course, up top. And then on the bench, you've got Carl Darlow, Andy Carroll, Matt Ritchie. Obviously, he had the bust up earlier on the week, didn't he? Dwight Gale, Jamal Lewis, Federico Fernandez, Javier Manquillo, Jacob Murphy. I'm surprised he didn't start. Sean Longstaff is on the bench, but there's no place for Elliot Anderson, which I am surprised about, considering he didn't play in the under-23s. And there's no Matty Longstaff as well. And you can get your beers in, beer52.com/NFTV. You get 6 beers for £6. Is it no 8 beers? I tell a lie, it's 8 beers. And you get a snack and a magazine. There you can. We're doomed to Mr. Man wearing. You can see the Manscaped products right there. I'd rather see Willock further up the field, further up than Hendrick on the right. Yeah, totally agree. I hope Willock has that license to try and break forward and help in, because we need because the results have went our way. The past week, really, if you look at the league table, there's a lot of teams around us now who have played a game more than us and haven't taken advantage. Burnley, yes, got a point at Arsenal, but Brighton getting beat, West Brom getting beat early on this week, and you've got Fulham playing after us. If we win today, a little bit more sigh of relief with that game in hand as well. So fingers crossed that we can, because it's been very, very dire. The last 17-18 games, just 2 wins, 4-3-3 for Willock up front. Interesting. I mean, very brave. He's done that. Will Jonjo actually run this game? He should, Nick. He's got the better caliber of players around him. And against West Brom, I mean, I think Newcastle's midfield for once looks better than West Brom's as well. Got to love Burnley's goal. Yeah, it was a good goal. And Ben just said, why isn't Elliot Anderson given a shot? It was a good chance for to play the young lad to mix it in. I think it's a disgrace that he's not even on the bench, whereas Hendrick is placed ahead of him too. Yeah, like I say, we'll come back to the lineups. We've got Brandon and Carl joining us very, very shortly, but we've got to reflect, as we always do, on the last game out before we move on and talk about the lineups in detail. And this was Sam's reaction to, well, another feat.
What a frustrating night tonight was for Newcastle. How we did not win that game, I do not know. It's all eyes on Fulham now tomorrow. We need Crystal Palace to do us a favour. It could go either way. It's going to be an uncomfortable watch. Tonight would have eased a lot of pressure going into that West Brom game, because now as we go into that West Brom game, there is going to be masses of pressure. How long is Miggy going to be out for? How long is ASM going to be out for? Such a frustrating evening, but again, now we're relying on Fulham to drop points and maintain a gap. It's going to be a real uncomfortable few weeks for us. It's a shame where we're at, because we shouldn't have to be relying on other teams to not win or to just out and out lose, but when you're down there scrapping in a relegation fight, then so be it. None of us want to go down. None of us want another season in the Championship. But fingers crossed, Crystal Palace can do us a favour. And West Brom now next Sunday is absolutely huge. Fingers crossed again. Back to you, Lee.
Thank you very much, Sam. So I meant a draw, not a defeat, because it feels like we keep losing, but we did actually draw against Wolves. That's just the mindset that I've got as well. And yeah, I can't believe that was starting Joe Linton and Hendrick. What have they done to deserve to start yet again? Yeah, there's a few players that really shouldn't. Opinion on Dubravka mistake versus Wolves. I think we've talked about that quite a bit. There's a catalogue of errors. Bruce has to take a massive chunk of that blame for the miscommunication. You obviously point the finger at Matt Ritchie, and I'm sure we'll talk about that in the second half of the build-up about it. About that. And what else we've got? We've also got the cross, stop the cross. Who's picking up Ruben Neves? Is it Isaac Hayden? Yeah. Miscommunication. The broadcast should be doing a lot better. Yeah. Are you nervous today? Daniel asks. I'm not actually nervous. I'm actually looking forward. It's actually an early game for a change. That's what I'm more hopeful. I think we'll get a result, whether it's a draw or a win. I think we will get something from today as well. I can see Fraser up front. That's a good shout, says Jake, in the false number 9. And Mini Tune over on Twitch, because we are live on Twitch as well. I hope we can get the win today 2-1. Ollie says I can see it being still 0-0, similar to the other game at Villa Park in 2016. 4-3-3. And will Graham Jones have any impact on the game? Lads, hopefully he does. We'll have to. We'll be interested to see how we come out, where we come flying out the blocks or not. But obviously there was confusion with the goal that we conceded, and we've got to bring this up.
I'm not too sure. I'm going to go in and speak about that now, because I'm not sure myself.
The direction, which unfortunately Matty didn't get it on quick enough, the instructions of how we were doing it. But when you look at the goal, we should stop the cross, and when the goalkeeper looks at it again, probably he'll think, could I have done better? So yeah, it was a frustration for all of us, but we'll have to concede that one and make sure that our instructions will do it from the sideline.
Yeah, so that was the confusion with the goal. Steve Bruce quite clearly pointing the finger at Matt Ritchie, and obviously we know about the bust-up. We've done the video on that earlier on the week, Sam and Liam, with a big, massive bust-up. Sam and Liam done the takeover video. Me and Johnny done the bust-up video. Getting confused. There's too many videos going out on both channels. But yes, and yeah, big up, Lee. Happy for you, graft until 1 a.m. in the morning. Yes, it's going to be good. I'm going to be done by probably 5 o'clock, 5:30, which is quality. That's what I like about the early games. West Brom to draw 0-0. Why is Al saying 0-0? How? Get a bit more optimism about yourselves. How? Didn't want to bore with 0-0. How? I'm not having 0-0. I want to see Obviously, I'd love to say a 5-0 win, but that's never going to happen. But I want to see some goals in this, man. However, let's get positivity results. That team selection says, Johnny, you'll see Mr. Greenwood later on today. And smash that like. If you can smash that like, that'd be fantastic. As Martin has just put in the comments, that'll be really, really appreciated as well. Right. So we're going to move on to the fan clips, and then we'll talk about the new system, who plays, and so on. And then we'll also have got a clip from Keith Downey, and then the lads should be with us very, very shortly. But this is the reaction to all what the fans thought about that 1-1 draw with Wolves, back in about 8 or 9 minutes.
I think what we thought is that De Bradco was going to come in and was going to turn the whole game around, and which he didn't. Everyone has this thought whenever a new player comes in that he's going, well, not a new player, when a player that has been out for so long is going to come in and do something brilliant. But of course, he made a pretty big mistake. No, I don't think it's a fair result. I think we did good, but we need to try and work harder. We let our guard down way too quick, and we just let goals in. So we need to really work on that.
No, I don't think you would have. I think it's a good header. It is by Ruben. It kind of is a good. I think it's a decent header, but it's the way we've conceded it is what frustrates me. I mean, it's the ball watching. I mean, it really frustrates the living hell out of me when we do the same old thing every time. I mean, Hayden, what's he doing? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. Completely ball watching, you're right.
The thing is, it is 2 points dropped. I think first half, I think we should have been at least up. I think 2 of those chances should have been in the back of the net. The one through Miggy when he went off the post. And I think Willock has got to put that in the back of the net as well. They've got really pacey wingers, but I thought the final ball a lot of the time, it was poor. There was no one on the end of it. That is the thing. But, I mean, if we continue this ball watching every time, we're only going to get what we deserve. That is the thing. We're going to come unstuck ahead massively. That is the thing. So, I feel like it's 2 points dropped. I think we should have won the game.
It was a better 90 minutes because we bounced back a little bit after the goal, which we didn't last week. But, having said that, without Almiron, mainly Saint-Maximin, but without them two, we look lost. I don't know why Fraser was playing in the middle when he was a wide player. We've drawn, so I don't want to be too harsh, but we should have won. It's a missed opportunity in my eyes. It's we were so disorganised, and I seen what you were saying about that Lascelles interview because I watched it too. The fact that the club captain doesn't know what the shape of the team is meant to be is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, what is that about?
It's a disappointing result. But I think for the first half, I think we deserved to go in 1-0 at half time. But in the second half, just losing Almiron at half time, I thought we were going to struggle because we lose so much energy when he comes out of the team. But you have to take a point at Wolves. They are a good side. They're dangerous going forward. But I thought we were decent. Better improvements anyway. I think his chance got blocked off the line. I think it was a good block, but I think he should score. He has to bury that away.
You can tell they miss Jimenez because they've got crossed, our fullbacks just let them cross for fun, but there's no one in the box for them to attack those crosses. We looked good with Almiron and saint-Maximin in the first half. We had threat, they were carrying the ball. We didn't look lethargic. We had lots of energy. Obviously, when Almiron came off, then saint-Maximin saint-Maximin is really weird because he seems to pick up these injuries every 2 to 3 games now. He's he had COVID and stuff, and he's come back, but it's really frustrating because he is literally, to be honest, the tactics sometimes seem like pass the ball to saint-Maximin and hope for the best. I don't know, if you think about who would come in for those two, Fraser did well when he came on, great cross for the goal, but who is going to play Jacob Murphy? Jacob Murphy did okay today, but he's been poor since he's joined us, if we're honest. He's been living off that Wolves goal in the last minute, I think.
I mean, it was a game like Wolves are not the Wolves they were last season or the season before. And, I mean, Christ, we took a point at Molineux. So I was thinking maybe we can scrape a 1-0 or something. But then obviously injuries hit. The team definitely panicked once Almiron and Saint-Maximin went off. So Almiron, he doesn't start running. He runs box to box. And Saint-Maximin is probably like our best flair player. And the fact is, it's a shame with Saint-Maximin that we're having to see him like run from his own box towards their goal. But I think we definitely panicked after they went off, and then Wolves started to dominate as we were making less and less chances. But, I mean, the first half was encouraging. Like, if we'd had Wilson on the field today, he could have grabbed a couple of goals. But, as good as ASM and Almiron are, they're not clinical in front of goal.
2 points dropped, and kind of a good point, right? If that makes any damn sense, right? We need the point. Should have gotten 3. Didn't think we were going to get 3. Would have taken it. I think I said before the match, I'd snap your arm off for a point, right? So I'm glad we got that, but we Newcastled it up, and we didn't get 3 points, right? That's what happened. What do you think, Jack?
I like that. I like that one.
Yeah, no, I agree. Before the game, with Wolves' form going into it, I thought, I'd bite your hand off for a point, but as soon as that game kicked off and we got into the first 25 minutes and we'd had like 4 shots on target, I was like, we're not clinical enough and we need to take one of these because Wolves will pick up at some point. They're not just going to roll over like we do like throughout the season. They will. Nuno won't tolerate it, and we needed to take our chances early on, I think.
I'm going to say something. I'm going to be the crazy Yank saying some stuff maybe you don't like, but I don't care, and it's not statistically relevant, right? I mean, I would have kept Darlow in myself, but our problem is not our keeper. We have more punches than anyone in the league. We have the 3rd most shots blocked, and we do that because we give up a crap load of attempts on goal because we're bad, whether we play 5 at the back or not. And we don't score goals. That's why our goal difference really sucks because we don't score goals, right? And I think Darlow and Dubravka are both fine keepers. I think they're both fine keepers. I wouldn't have changed them out, but this doesn't really matter. And you can all disagree and hate me and say that's wrong, but I'm a data guy. And I'm looking at the data, and I wouldn't have changed him. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I like Dubravka's his distribution better. A lot of things I like better, but it's just not relevant to us staying up or down. And so I think the change itself destabilizes the team, but it doesn't really matter. It's almost like the Harper Given thing from years ago. That's my take.
Arguably, I think the most frustrated person with that chance would be Dubravka. I think you're probably right. Normally, we would expect him to save that, but that's what happens when you're thrown in with no match practice. I think Bruce has threw him in, and he's going to have to accept the smaller errors that are going to happen from a player that's not played for, 8 months? He's played 1 game in 8 months. So
he hasn't had much game time.
He hasn't had much game time. So, and I don't think, as Johnny, I think it said there, sorry if I got your name wrong, mate. Hayden didn't help him. Didn't help him. It's similar to the Rashford goal, isn't it? The bigger the error in the first phase, the harder it is for the goalkeeper. And again, it's been proved a little bit too difficult for the goalkeeper. And you've got to say, Darlow must be sitting there going.
I thought we did pretty well in the fact of the shots on target. We dominated Wolves, I thought, in front of goal tonight. It's just that decision by Mike Dean for that penalty. It should have been, in my eyes. It was really poor decision. And, people are saying that we didn't dominate Wolves because they've got 53% possession. But, you kind of put it down to possession all the time. We've seen it in the past, when Brendan Rodgers was with Swansea, we dominated against them. And they had a whole bunch of possession as well in that game, and we still came out on top. So you can't always put it down to possession. But I thought we dominated in the game in front of goal, at least tonight.
So I think it's still a bit early, really, to say definitively whether we're going to go down or not. And for me, over the last sort of 6 games, I've personally, I think, seen enough character and enough sort of effort, enough of a lift in terms of the way that some of these players are playing. I mean, Almiron having ASM back, obviously. Shelby today, I thought played a lot better. Seeing what he's capable of, putting in a graft. So I think over the last 6 games, with the exception of the Chelsea game, I think I've seen enough character from the players to give me a bit of hope that we're actually going to stay up.
Yeah, so that was the comments from everybody from the fan reaction show, which will be back later on this afternoon. Adnan, Paul Dummett is playing Adnan. He might have missed the lineup as well, and Krath is also playing as well. We're going to talk about the lineups in about 5 to 10 minutes. Brandon's in the background just sorting himself out, so he'll be joining us very, very shortly. Graham says this will be real squeaky bum time. Haven't got a clue about the outcome. Must win. Can't afford to lose. This is so nerve-wracking. How are the lads? And Darlow should be dropped. Adnan Darlow is not playing. Mike has just said, Ginger, I'm not a Geordie, but my dad is from Perth, Scotland. Don't class myself as a Geordie, just a Toon fan. And James has said, hiya, Lee. Hiya, James. I hope you are good. Come on later on, shows your muscles. See if you've got bigger muscles than Brandon, as that running show continues to go on. But yes, that was everybody's thoughts. Look, we did play much better against Wolves. We just didn't have the final cutting edge, and now we've lost ASM and Almiron to add to that list. It is a little bit frustrating, of course, because now we don't know what kind of system or formation that we're going with today, how we're going to perform out. Like I say, I would have preferred to have Jacob Murphy in that side, but just one of them, isn't it? We're going to get Brandon in about 5 minutes' time, but I'm going to go back to the early on this week when I done the digital whiteboard. If you haven't seen this is a new feature, which you'll see on Newcastle Fans TV quite a bit. I personally wanted Murphy in there, but yeah, have a look at this. We all know that Steve Bruce is under huge pressure at the moment to keep Newcastle United in the Premier League. The board, which is Lee Charney and Mike Ashley, still haven't removed the manager. The last 6 results under Steve Bruce have improved. The performances have got better. A good 2-0 away win at Everton, followed by a home defeat at Palace, which we should have got a lot more out of that game. A fantastic, unbelievable result, 3-2 against Southampton, great win. And then, as expected, defeats against Chelsea and Man United. However, the Wolves game, a lot of Newcastle fans will be a little bit disappointed that we didn't get more from that. However, in the last 17 games, Newcastle have won just 2 of them, which is really concerning. And this is before Burnley play Leicester City. 3-point gap for Newcastle and Brighton, with Fulham picking up much better results, breathing down our necks now, sitting in 18th position. So with 12 games to go, Newcastle fans are keep looking at Burnley's results, Brighton's, Fulham's, because we don't want to go down. We want the other teams to lose. Burnley take on Leicester City on Wednesday night. You might be watching this video after that result, so you'll know more. What has this great club came to when we have fans having to worry about other teams' results and worrying about relegation once again? Callum Wilson, the man who scores our goals, we know he's out. He's expected to return after the international break. And if it can't get any worse for Newcastle, we've just lost Alan Saint-Maximin and Miguel Almiron until at least April. Both of them are not expected back for a few weeks now. Where are the goals going to come from? What does Bruce do? Does he stick with the same formation? Or did he change it because of the injuries? If you want my 50 pence and my thoughts on that, I think it's pretty obvious what we need to do. And for me, you replace like for like as best you can. And I would play Jacob Murphy on the right, and I'll play Ryan Fraser on the left. And you probably ask yourself the question, why? Why am I choosing those 2 players to come straight in? A few reasons. The last few games we've been playing a lot better. High pressing, higher up the pitch with pace. But also we're creating a lot more chances. We have pacey people out wide. We have 3 in midfield. As I mentioned, the last 7 games we are so much better. We're enjoying a lot more possession. But ask that question again, who is scoring the goals as Callum Wilson is out injured? have a look at this graphic. This season so far, combined games with Andy Carroll, Dwight Gale and Joe Litton, 54. Only 5 goals from the 3 of them from 54 appearances. Personally, I would go for Dwight Gale for this game. A former baggy, of course, on loan. It's written for him to score goals again. Like he did, if you remember at St James's Park when he come off the bench and scored that header. For me, he has better movement than the other 2. Newcastle are creating a lot more chances, and with him in the box sniffing around it, I'll go for Gale. The baggies are decent in the air. I wouldn't go for Andy Carroll. And Joe Litton, well, let's not talk about Joe Litton, shall we? I mean, Newcastle fans are still crying about that 40 million transfer fee from Hoffenheim. Dear me. So here is the team that I think Bruce will go with. Not the team that I want to see. This is the team that Bruce is going to go with on the weekend on Sunday. Same formation I'm going with. A 4-3-2-1. Dubravka in goal. Mankiw returns if he's fit. Lascelles and Clark in the centre-backs. Lewis at left-back. Hayden the defensive midfielder. Shelvey, Willock in midfield. Murphy on the right. Fraser on the left. And Joe Litton up top. Fernandez will be back, but I think Bruce might pop him on the bench for this one. However, as I said before, this isn't my team that I want to see. This is the team I think Bruce will go for. But as I say, personally, I would go with Dwight Gale up top. Let me know what you think of the team in the comments below. Of course, we're up against Sam Allardyce, who has a good record against Newcastle. Only 7 defeats from 24 games. That needs to turn into 8. Newcastle have to win this game. And of course, this game is live this Sunday. It's an early kickoff. It's live on Amazon Prime. There's a link in the description for that if you want to get yourself a free 30-day trial. And if you can, you'd be helping us out by smashing that like button for this content. Yeah, so we are back, and that was the new look behind the scenes. Do you like that, Brandon?
Yeah, it's pretty good actually. It's new, refreshing, so
Yeah,
sure we can use it more.
Yeah, something a little bit different that no one else is doing. We'll probably do one of them once a week or so on. But as you can tell, I'm joined by the crazy Dutchman. It looks just weird seeing daylight behind you, Brandon. It's not dark.
I know, right? I'm getting used to it as well. I need to get used to it. But it's good. We can finish all the videos before 6, I would say.
Yeah, before tea time, which is absolutely mad. It's absolutely mad that we could be all done. But yeah, that was my predicted 11 that I thought Newcastle would go with. But I got that wrong. No surprise there. I would have liked to seen Gale play and Murphy play. And Mankiw was in my team, but he's gone with Joe Litton. Obviously, we'll talk about the lineups very, very shortly with Brandon. But I wanted to ask you, Brandon, obviously with the off the field pitch stuff that's happening this week. Obviously, Joe Joyce has stepped down as academy manager, and then you've had the bust up with Steve Bruce, Matt Ritchie, and then you had the courts come out and rule against Newcastle trying to get somebody off the arbitration panel. It's been a disaster week, hasn't it?
Yeah, he had better weeks for sure. Now I know for sure Bruce is not leaving. I was hoping this could lead up to him resign, but never see it happening anymore. Even after this, he's not getting sacked. It's mad. Yeah,
going through it, when you look at the 3 stories, Joe Joyce, academy manager, stepped down because, and this is from the Daily Mail, who's obviously they've got them all inside the club, and they've said that Joe Joyce's wife is not very happy with the treatment of the former player he's now over in the States, Sam Joyce, and he's been mistreated with injuries and didn't get the correct education. It's not the first time, Brandon, that we've had a bit of a scandal with the youth teams. Obviously, we had it with Peter Beardsley a couple of years ago with was he being racist, was he not? I mean, does this surprise you anymore with the club?
I think the club is run poorly and for many years already, so no surprise anymore.
Yeah, to see him, yeah. And then you talk about the Matt Ritchie and I talked about earlier on the top of this show, the bust up between the two, obviously blaming Bruce, come out and blaming, pointing the finger at Ritchie. There's a way to do it because Tuchel did it with Hudson-Odoi and it was forgotten about and he's actually improved the last couple of games. And they've obviously Richie squared up to Bruce and Bruce has thrown the bars and what have you, and there's been a falling out. The falling out always happen in any kind of walk of life. But for what do you make of the mole that's inside the club? Who's leaking the stories?
Well, there clearly is one, because a lot of people get news from someone, and it's definitely not Bruce. So yeah, well, I don't know, but for Bruce, I know it's not nice, but it's gonna leak out anyway, or whatever. I don't know.
And then what do you make of the court ruling against the I don't know his name, the fella who's on the arbitration panel? Because Newcastle wanted him off because obviously from what we've seen with the statement, it looks like the takeover is still on. The club believe that.
Yeah.
But they want this guy off because he's worked with the Premier League in the past, so there's a bit of biased opinion with him.
Yeah.
And the club try to get him off that panel. The arbitration panel. What's your thoughts on that? Do you blame the club wanting him off because he's worked?
No, not at all. Because he worked with the Premier League, so it's more than fair, and they really want to have this takeover getting through. And like you said, he can be biased. Not saying he is, but I don't know. It's better if they just replace it with someone who is like not biased at all.
Yeah, and the club we'll see if the club are going to appeal that. We'll bring Carl in a second, but this was Keith Downey's report on it.
In layman's terms, Newcastle United are 2-0 down to the Premier League before a ball has been kicked in their arbitration case against the league's governing body. They've lost out on the first 2 points. The first of those is for the removal of the chairman in the arbitration case, and the second of those is for the findings of the case itself to be made public for people to read into once it reaches a conclusion. Despite that though, Mike Ashley still feels he's in a strong position to win this case and see Newcastle United taken over by Amanda Staveley's consortium with an 80% stake held by the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia. It's my understanding that Mike Ashley's position is he'll fight tooth and nail for this to be pushed through, and he wants to give Newcastle United supporters and the regions what they want and what they deserve. It's his feeling, as I understand it, that the Newcastle supporters have won the lottery and have been refused a payout. As far as the Premier League on the other side are concerned, there's been no comment from them today. It's my understanding their feeling is that they were willing to go to arbitration last summer, but that was refused. Of course, arbitration surrounds the links between the Saudi government and the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia itself. Arbitration, on the back of today's High Court ruling, is set to begin in earnest.
Yeah, we are back, everybody. I'm joined by Carl. How are we?
Oh, you're right, mate. I was about to say it then, but no, I won't.
Does it feel a bit weird that we're still in the morning, Carl?
Yeah, it really does, massively. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Looks like we're the hack crew as well, but I should have put my cap on as well. Joined in the fun. Liam's in the background.
Do you prefer it, Carl? Do you prefer morning or night games?
Oh, definitely prefer the morning ones, mate. Still got the rest of the half the afternoon and the evening left, so yeah, definitely morning ones.
Totally agree. Carl, you've just heard from Keith Downey there. What's your take on the court ruling?
I don't get it. Like all the evidence is there to see that there was clearly bias towards certain people. So the fact that the High Court have allowed that to come out in the public, but still ruled against removing him, doesn't make sense to me at all. Because from everything that you read, even the court and allowing that information to come out in the press, the court are admitting that there was bias there, but they still ruled against it in my eyes. So I don't understand it, mate, to be honest. How about yourself?
Yeah, I can see why the club want to make it public, because they want to put themselves in a good light, don't they?
Yeah.
That's why. And then they want somebody who's worked with the Premier League in the past off the panel, which is a slight conflict of interest. So I don't blame them, but whether they appeal or not, we'll have to wait, because obviously that was the High Court. What's higher than the High Court? Is it the court arbitration for sport court? Is that higher?
I don't know. I think it might be like Supreme, because I when I was reading it, I still thought that was kind of almost at the top. So I didn't understand where you can go from there. So I don't know. Know.
And what's your take on the Joe Joyce stepping down and also the bust up with Richie and Bruce?
It's just laughable. It's all become laughable. Like, I'm not surprised by it at all. I understand where he's coming from in a sense, saying that these things happen up and down the country in the training ground, but not everyone is in a relegation battle. Not everyone has the fans against him already. Not everyone is walking around shaking hands with managers that you're losing against in the front of the cameras. Not everyone is berating the fans or having slide digs at the fans and not accepting questions from the media that he doesn't like. So it's just a laughable. The one thing that annoyed me is that he come out and said that Matt Ritchie apologised, but I think Paul said it in his rant for the Toon review, and I'm sure we've all said it as well. Like, where was his apology? He's just becoming such an arrogant man to me that I can't even deal with anything that comes out of his mouth anymore. I just switch off.
Yeah. Okay. Right. As you can see, we've got the lineup in front of you. This is West Brom's. Liam will be joining us about 10 minutes or so. First impression, Brandon, of where's their key strengths, if they do have any?
Their key is probably Phillips and Maitland-Niles, I would say. Pereira, but for the rest, I don't really rate them that much. Like you said, also their back four.
Yeah, spot on.
Not too impressed.
You're not too impressed, Carl? What's your thoughts? Just around the corner, this club from you?
It's Maitland-Niles. I definitely think is going to be a handful. It'd be interesting to see who comes out on top between him and Joe Willock. Obviously, them both coming from Arsenal, so it'd be interesting. I agree. Phillips is a good player. Perez good for a goal. Like, it's not good. And Johnston is very similar to Darlow in terms of he's had so much at him that he's been quite solid in goal as well. So it's going to be I think it will be a low scoring game and a difficult one. And with our starting 11, I'm not that confident, to be honest, which is frustrating. I can't believe he's left Gale and Carroll on the bench, personally.
Yeah, we'll have a look at the Toon in a second. But yeah, Matt Phillips probably maybe on the left hand side if he's up against Krath. But if he plays on the right, he's up against Paul Dummett. I feel more secure with Dummett defensively in there. But if you look at their defence, lads, there's nothing popping out at me thinking, ooh, he's a good defender. He's a good defender. I think they're all championship are the best.
Definitely all bang averagely, 100%. But it's more worries where is Joe Linton going to be composed enough in front of goal today? I don't blame him for not scoring that opportunity, by the way. I think that was just a freak clearance. But I think today's the day where, like, if he was going to get a goal, it has to be this game, to be fair.
Yeah, against the defence I concede for fun. Let's have a look at the Toons lineup. We'll begin with the bench, lads. So we've got Darlow, Carroll, Ritchie, Gale, Lewis. So Liam will be happy. Fernandez back from injury on the bench. Manquillo back from injury on the bench. Murphy on the bench. Sean Longstaff, no place. A couple of people kicking off about Elliot Anderson not being on the bench. Obviously, he didn't play on Friday. Some likelihood that he'll probably play against the Mackhams tomorrow night in the under-23s. And no place for Matty either. But your thoughts, Brandon, on the bench? Where can we change it if we're losing or we need a goal?
I would have never played Kraft, though. I would prefer Ritchie or Lewis there even. But I would say Gale, bring in O'Carroll for Jolinton if he's having such a beauty game again, like he always does. Fair play to him. The first 20 minutes against Wolves, he played decent. He started off decent, but that's already... Then we are already impressed from a 40 million quid player. Exactly.
Yeah, so, Carl, you're not very happy with Gale or Carroll not starting. Why?
Well, I think no disrespect to West Brom because we're kind of in that bracket at the moment in terms of the personnel we've got. But let's be honest, West Brom, like you just said, they've got a lot of championship caliber players in the squad there. Dwight Gale does unbelievably well in the championship, scoring goals. He did very well. He's done very well scoring goals for and against West Brom. Like, it's just an absolute no-brainer to me. This is a perfect team to play him against. He will 100%. If he starts, I would put all the money in my bank account that Dwight Gale would get a goal if he'd have started today. 100%. These are the teams that he scores against. He does it all the time.
Yeah, must keep an eye on Gallagher. Yeah, he was probably their best player. St. James Park, he's in midfield with Maitland-Niles. But if we've got three in midfield, hopefully you would think Newcastle would out-dominate. You would think anyway. Oh, Martin, I like this. I do like this. BR52.com/NFTV.
Get your craft beers.
Get your craft beers in. Oh, I love it. Well done. He's on the puns. Everybody not happy with Carl hasn't out in his bank account though.
Well, that's exactly why I can say it. Yeah, you're right. So I can't lose anything.
Thomas has went on to say, if we lose this game, I'm not supporting this team. Thomas, you'll say that every game. I bet you're back. I bet you're back. It's the hope that kills you. Right. Fraser, there's a couple of comments that came in. He might be playing in a false 9 with Joe Linton out wide. If that does happen, would you be more in favour of that rather than Joe Linton through the middle?
Who are you asking?
Brandon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually think we play a 4-4-2 formation. But yeah, I would like to see him more on the side together with Joe Linton, as he is not a striker. So preferably, yeah.
Yeah, Carl, I'll come to you. Ryan Fraser obviously expected to come in. That's not really a surprise, especially with Miggy and ESM out. But with those two out, are you worried with the next few games?
Yeah, and like I understand where people might be coming from with that. Ryan Fraser playing that kind of false 9 position that Almiron's done quite well in. But who's crossing then? Because he's the only one that in that side there that's got any productivity when it comes to crossing, and there's a lot of productivity from him. So if he's playing that role, I don't think we've got enough about us to be playing all the balls through the middle. So I'd rather he was out wide and just leave. Joe Linton finds himself coming back too much. I'd rather just sit him in the box and just, give him 20 crosses. Surely he's going to be able to put one of them away. I'd rather that, to be honest, against this back four. I don't really want Fraser playing in that position. So yeah, I am worried moving forward because we're very limited in terms of options as to how we can counter. I can't counter argue any sort of setup against opposing teams. So I can get my words out then.
What drink you drinking, Brandon?
Oh, Kozel. It's Czech beer. I went to Amsterdam yesterday for some Czech beer, so
yeah,
that tastes the best.
Never heard of it. I'm sure it's lovely. If you win, Sam has to shave his hair off. Sam won't do that. Sam's too mellow to do anything. If you dare Sam, you'll turn a dare into truth instead. I see West Brom. Why is everyone saying West Brom? How are lads? Let's get a bit more positivity. Chris has said, "Go on, Brandon, lads." And John, Joe Shelby, and Joe Linton in the goals. Sam is in the comments. No, he won't. No, he won't. Hendrick starting. That's going to be a negativity, surely, Brandon.
Sorry, one more time.
Hendrick starting.
Yeah, I don't know. I would really love to know Steve Bruce, his explanation why he's always starting Hendrick. Like, I can't see.
Where's he playing? Where's he playing?
I think he's just before the defensive four. So mid, I would say defensive.
Because we definitely know Hayden's going to sit. We know that. And then
right.
you if it's the same formation, you'll have Shelby, Willock as the two. Willock obviously having the license to get further forward. Hendrick might be on the right. Just in an attacking formation, I'm not keen on that unless it is actually Willock who's in that number 10 furthest advance and he stays higher up the pitch and Hendrick sits in midfield. Carl, what's your thoughts with the centre midfield rules?
I think it's going to be... Yeah, I think maybe Hayden and Hendrick sitting just in front with Shelvin, Joe Willock just in front of them. Or maybe some sort of diamond formation with Hayden sitting just in front of the front four. Then Hendrick maybe on the right, Shelby on the left of the two central positions, and then Willock just in front of those two, maybe something like that.
So you guys don't think we play a 4-4-2 formation?
No, I don't, mate.
No?
I don't.
Okay.
It'd be interesting to see where Hendrick actually starts. So Keith's brought up there saying Willock could be in the false 9, Big Joe and Fraser on the wings. That's a shout as well.
I'd prefer Willock in that false 9, definitely.
Yeah, that could be a shout, obviously. But then if he's playing a midfielder up top, what's the point in Gale and Carroll being here?
Absolutely.
So that old argument, and Adam, who's unavailable today, shame on you, Adam. It's an early kickoff. Shame on you. You know, you're not under the thumb anymore, Adam. Not early kickoffs, however. Everybody, you need a grief, Adam. Give him grief in the comments. He deserves that. 1-0 win. Yes. Positivity. Yes, please. Let's talk about the defence before I hand the reins over to Carl and Liam. We'll bring Liam in a sec. Are you happy, Brandon, that Dummett's there at left back?
Yeah,
bit more
yeah.
defensive stability.
I like Dammit as a player. He always puts in the graft, being with us for so long. So I always like it if Dammit is playing. So yeah.
So who's the interesting thing, though, Carl, is who's playing in front of him? Because if Dummett sits there effectively, almost like a left centre back, that'll give the left winger a bit more freedom. Is it Fraser ahead of him?
Honestly, don't know. I can't not see Fraser being out on the right personally if he's playing Joe Linton through the middle. So it's a difficult one. Otherwise, I guess would it be? I can't see him playing Willock out left. Really, I don't know.
Well,
The more I look at it, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe Joe Linton. Yeah.
And Adam's concentrating on the game today because he's under the thumb. Sorry, Adam. The BBC have us as 4-3-1-2 with Hayden attacking centre midfield. No, that's definitely not happening. Hayden's not the furthest advance. Definitely not Frankie. I think the BBC have got that one wrong.
So Amazon have got it 4-3-3 with Hayden on the left, Shelvey in the middle, Hendrick on the right, Willock through the centre, Joe Linton left side of him, and Fraser right side of him. It's like a 4-3-3. But again, I don't know. That would make sense though, to be fair, with this sort of lineup. Like you said, if Joe Willock's playing through false 9, I think that might make sense.
Yeah, Sam, Carl could join you for some exercise as well at the Hawthorns.
Yeah,
so
100%.
Yeah. And obviously the rules change a little bit tomorrow, a bit more freedom.
Yeah.
Krath comes in, Clark and Lascelles, I think we all expected that with Fernandez just coming back. Fernandez has a place on the bench. Dubravka, obviously, Brandon, you love, we know that. I'd be shocked if I know Dubravka had done that mistake, but it'd be suicide if he brings Darlow back in because that will show you the confidence he has in Dubravka. But your twin, Brandon, Emil Krath, he makes it.
Wait, I'm so happy you're leaving the stream soon. Have to say this. I prefer to have Carl and Brian here. Kerr and Brian instead of Lawler. Get him out.
Well,
get him out.
We'll be bringing in the Mr. I can see him there. He's got a big cork, one of a Vodka coat, and he's in his dressing gown. He'll be coming in a minute. But yeah, Carl, your final thoughts on the lineup?
Yeah, I think it's what worries me. It doesn't seem like there's enough legs in there. So I think it's going to be a low scoring game, and I think it can go either way. I'm not expecting us to get beat, and I'm not saying that we're going to go out and win. I think this could go either way. I'm looking forward to the game in one sense, but I can immediately see that changing and it probably being a boring 0-0 draw, to be honest. Or it could go the other way, and there could be goals coming from people who'd never expect it. So I'm interested to see what can happen. We need 3 points at the end of the day. So, yeah.
What you think? What's your score prediction?
1-0 team.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm just going to sit on the fence and go 0-0.
Oh, Howard, Johnny.
I know, yeah. I know. Whatever I says, the opposite usually happens. So, yeah, I'll say that we're going to draw.
I'm going for the 2-1 win by 2.
Yes, Brandon. Yes. Right. I'm going to disappear. Do you know we have some gaming accessories over on Amazon? Have a look at that. And if you haven't got the link to watch the game for free, it's in the description for that. I'm going to leave you as goodbye, and you'll be joined by Liam. I'll see you later on, everyone.
Liam, are you on mute? I think your mic's muted, mate.
Yeah, I muted myself.
How's things?
All right, apart from having to clean a shitty dog's arse this morning, like, so that was
nice.
wonderful.
What do you make of the lineup, mate?
It's a bizarre one. like we've only you can really say we've only got one sort of. We haven't even got a striker on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? Like a out and out striker, so it's going to be interesting.
What are you predicting the score to be? Are you expecting us to beat West Brom today, or do you think it's going to be a difficult game?
I think we'll win. I think we'll win 2-1.
Where are the goals coming from?
Deflections.
Yeah, both of them, all three.
All three of them.
But yeah, who do you think is going to be able to get the goals today? Can you see Joe Linton getting on the score sheet? Fraser, Hendrick.
Hendrick and Lascelles
header from a corner. So LD, get dressed, you hippie. That's gone to you, Liam. Liam the Walrus on the watch along. What a boy. Yeah, what I was going to speak about with regards to obviously that bust up, mate. Where do you think the leaks are coming from? Who do you think it is? Do you think it's a player?
It more than likely will be a player, you're assuming. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously Bruce is in our circle of people he's coached with before, but bar Graham Jones, so you can't say it being one of his like main coaching staff. So it'll be a player, I reckon.
Is there anyone in particular that you think it might come from?
It could be the long staffs. Do you know what I mean? Like what's
I genuinely, I actually believe it is both of them. I genuinely do. Because it doesn't. I don't understand. And I think Bruce knows that something's gone on. For me, it's just like with them being frozen out of the squad. Like, why? Why have they been frozen out of the squad? And then all this stuff's been coming out. I've got a feeling it might be them. Obviously, we don't know. But what about yourself?
Could be like their dad or something. Do you never know?
Yeah. What about yourself, Brandon?
Yeah, fair point. Actually, never thought of it before, but actually, it sounds pretty logical. So,
well, yeah.
Otherwise, I would think someone around the coaching staff, someone, but can't really see who exactly. But Bruce definitely want to find out.
100%. We'll win today. Carroll must come on. I agree. Him or Gale, either one of them. Big Sam masterclass incoming 5-0 to West Brom. I mean, you probably had too many beers last night, mate. We ain't getting beat.
I did
5
as well,
now.
but I still say 2-1 win for the Toon.
Yeah, definitely not getting beat. Saying that about the Longstaffs, he's having a go at all of it and any 29. True. I'm very surprised if a player more likely staff behind the scenes or friends and family of players. Is it Longstaff Senior? I know he might be watching the channel. So.
You got loads of time.
Not cool, guys. What's not cool, Chris? Sorry. Put it this way, though, we know Moles and Leaks if he did his job for 100%. Still can't see the point of having an announcement and music on at the grounds at the moment. Who are the announcement that are playing music for? I think it's just to keep the atmosphere as much as they possibly can. Are you both watching it on Amazon or what? Or
no, I'm watching it on the normal live stream or not live stream on our sport channel in the Netherlands. So
I always
I'm
watch
curious to
stuff
know.
on illegal streams, not anything illegal. So I'm a good person.
Yeah.
I'm watching legal as well. But if you guys tell what minute you guys are on soon, then I might be ahead of you guys, maybe. So I can pause it. So we have like we did, me and Adam did last stream as well.
Sorry, mine's has crashed, so I'm not going to do it.
It says we play 4-3-3. If I have to believe.
So who's the three? Is it Willick, Joe Linton, and
Fraser?
It's Joe Linton in the middle, Fraser on the left, and Willick on the right. Shelby on the right, in the midfield, Hayden, Hendrick.
I've got here, it's Willick in the centre, Joe Linton on the left, and Fraser on the right, so I have no idea.
Okay, well.
It'll come on, it'll be up top.
Yeah.
This is just a much needed win. But I'm actually pretty nervous about today's game. It's stupid.
Well, this is probably one of the biggest games Newcastle's ever had.
Well, we said that as well about the Wolves game. I think from now on, every game is massive.
What odds are you giving on that, Kevin?
Every game's a cup final. I hate when people say that, but it pretty much is, isn't it? And we're not good in cup finals in recent years.
Definitely not. Oh dear.
Mine's is up to where they've shown both teams.
I've just got Sam Allardyce on the screen. I know Amazon's always a little bit behind.
Oh yeah, because you're watching the Amazon. Maybe that's why it shows you a different formation, probably. Can you guys hear me? Television? Oh no.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Turn it down more. What about now?
No, that's fine, mate.
Okay.
I've just got West Brom about to kick off. Liam, where are you at?
I've got Sam Allardyce on my screen now.
Have you kicked off already, Brandon?
No, no. They go
They're in the
now.
huddle.
Oh, they take a knee
Newcastle
now.
are in the huddle.
They're taking the knee.
I'm about 10 seconds
Really?
behind you, Brandon, I think.
Yeah. They got kicked off now with me.
Just kicked off.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably. I can pause it like for a few seconds.
I'm behind you as well. I haven't even kicked off yet.
I play it again. I pause it like 5 seconds. I should be fine.
I'm on 14 seconds, Brandon.
I'm 17, 18, 19. Okay, I'll pause it a little bit more.
That's fine. Do it now.
Okay. I think
What
it should be good.
What are you on now?
23, 24.
Oh, they've just taken the knee.
Fucking hell, Liam's like me. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please drop a like on the video. Thank you very much for dropping by with us today. Hopefully we can get a positive result because Lord knows we fucking need it. We need it.
Yeah.
Fulham played, yeah, or are they playing today as well?
They played 2.
At 2 o'clock. So it's going to be an interesting day today. We could go 6 points clear, I think, couldn't we? It could go 6 points clear. Brilliant.
Yeah, 6 points. And then we would go 16th above Brighton.
Got you. I'm still trying to work out the formation.
I think the players are as well, to be fair, mate.
Yeah, I know. It does look like Willock's playing through the middle, to be fair.
Just need a bit more time to figure it out. Let's see.
Fraser up the right. Oh no, Hendrick, sorry. Corner to Newcastle, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm on 1 minute and 5 seconds.
What did Martin say? He's... We have 30 seconds in front of you. In front of me? 37 seconds, really?
Shelby. Out to Willock. Whips it in. Jamal Lascelles is very high.
No, they've got a corner now, so...
Spoiler alert. Nothing comes from the corner.
But I'll update the page anyway, so it comes from my phone, so we'll probably all know about the same sort of time.
I think the stream is like 30 seconds behind us, right?
Yeah,
So 30,
people are saying
30
it's
seconds,
2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, 2:45.
You are 2:45 already. Okay. Wait, let me speed it up. I'm actually now behind you.
It's mad though if you sometimes you start the stream at the same time and then all like somehow it slows down, but then you're all watch the same and time and I thinking they haven't run in slow motion. So how is this happening? Mind boggling.
Who was that that's fallen over by that? Oh, Dummett. Bloody hell. Dummett's on ice. 3 minutes now on Amazon. Yeah, I'm just in front of that. I'm about 3 minutes, 15 seconds.
I'm at 3:20 now.
Yeah, same, mate. I'm literally the same as you, Brandon.
Good.
Did Dummer just meg himself?
Yeah, he fell over, mate. He was ice skating. Yeah, it looks like we're in time with everyone in the chat, to be fair. Liam's a little bit behind. It's usually me.
Oh, wait.
Good save, Dubravka.
You're lying, Jack. Don't lie. No need to be like that. Fingers crossed we get 100%, mate. 100%. We need it, don't we? We do need it. If you can't be a mod if you're a Villa fan, Callum.
89 likes now, actually. 140 people watching. That's good.
Shaking inside, Callum. Shaking inside. Where are we? Big game for you. Like, good luck from Lee. So much rather you was in the league than Fulham, West Brom. Appreciate that, mate. 100 likes, and Liam will show you what he has on underneath. Absolutely.
Well, we're only 8 away
some
from
clothes
that.
on.
What are you watching it on, Geordie?
Maybe you should try to refresh it, Jody. Maybe that helps.
No, I think he's saying we're behind, us like behind.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you on now?
519.
I'm still behind.
Okay. Much? Or
Why, Kevin? Why are you hitting the dislike? Just out of interest. Afternoon, guys. Nerves for this one. Massive 3 points needed. Big Joe got a goal today. Hopefully.
Come on, Ryan. Come on, Fraser. Fraser on the left. In the middle. There you go. Oh, behind Willock. Come on, Joe Linton.
What did you make of Joe Linton's shot that got cleared off the line last week?
I thought it was just unlucky, personally. What about yourself?
I think it was a great save by Size, actually. Good defensive work from Size. Couldn't do much else.
Did you see that Burnley player that the ball hit his arm from it wasn't even a pen? Yesterday against Arsenal.
No.
Like the belted the ball against his arm. They were like a meter away. Like his arm was like stretched out. And
you're probably trying to say like it might have been a penalty.
It should have been a penalty.
You can make a case for that, like.
Yeah. See, handball.
It was the same sort of handball.
Tricky thing.
The same sort of handball that Carroll.
Why not?
But the same sort of handball we got from against Tottenham from Carroll when he headed it to who I don't know whose arm it was again. But deflected. Well, good chance. Who was it? Actually.
Morning, Rogger. Hope you're well, mate. As you put the I'm at there. I think maybe it's because I'm watching it on the computer, mate. He was joking, Martin. He was joking. He was just saying he was going to dislike because he didn't want to see what was under Liam's dressing gown.
We actually have already 3 dislikes.
That's all right.
Everyone will just see a 6-pack. That's all. To be fair.
You know when we got the dislikes when I joined the industry.
That's true. So, what would you class as a good season for Joe Linton? Like for the rest of the season, how many goals would he have to score?
At least 9, I would say 9 to 10. Or I would take 7 goals and like a few assists, if he wouldn't play as a striker.
Because he hasn't been injured, has he, Joe Linton?
Not really, I think. Can't really remember. Not like ASM or something or Wilson. He maybe missed a game, but. What about you, Liam?
For the rest of the season, he's probably got to get about 5 goals, I would say, to probably have a good season. Like
5 goals.
Yeah.
How many assists?
2.
But compare that to Wilson. It's.
Yeah. But then Wilson's
Look,
had a few penalties as well, though. Obviously, I know that still classes as a goal. Like, but...
Yeah. Wilson a different gravy though.
Yeah.
And being sloppy though, West Brom at the ball.
It's crazy though that I'm watching this, knowing that yous are ahead of me and it still hasn't scored, and I'm like hoping that we're going to score, even though I know we haven't scored. It's a bit weird.
Mate, I'm the same every week. Every week I'm the same.
Every time I see a clip, it's always like Adam celebrating, and you're just staring at telly like 10 seconds. Like, yeah.
It's always the same, mate.
Just always hope that they're not telling the truth.
Yeah.
And just holding the celebration.
I think we're playing 4-3-3, aren't we? I think.
Yeah, that's what it's working out at. Yeah.
Yeah. Dubravka cannot need another mistake, though. He has to have a good game today for himself and for staying in the squad.
100%.
Imagine him fucking it up again.
Was it a mistake though?
Sorry?
Was it a mistake from Dubravka?
Slight. I think he could have done a little bit better. Like someone said, he has like a little bit chocolate wrist, which kind of looked like it.
Obviously, it falls into like pretty much nearly every single player on the pitch made a mistake, like for that goal.
Yeah, but you know he's hired to be there to stop it. We're going here, Joe Linton. Joe Linton's quicker. There you go.
Oh,
there you go. Play it out.
Hit it, man. You don't even need to pass that. Fucking hit it. Oh.
That was a good chance though.
Mate, he's got to bury that from there. Bury it.
But that's just a lack of confidence, I think.
Fuck.
Why is he not seeing that ball? It should be on target though. Corner by Ryan Fraser. No one.
Oh, they're going to hit us on the break here as well. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
on the counter,
Oh, there's 3 of them.
Keep
3 on
tackle
2. 4 on 2.
Come on, Jojo, run.
Great
Get a
challenge.
kill.
What a challenge from Paul Dummett.
Oh, Paul, you're Dummett, yeah. Great.
Great challenge.
See if I can get it on your phone. See if that's any better.
I don't understand why Dummett is not playing more often though.
Because Bruce likes Lewis, even though he's shocking.
Right. Tell Sam that.
What do you guys think about Joe Linton trying to be unselfish there?
I thought he'd done the right thing, myself.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I think it's a lack of confidence as well.
I think the angle was too tight.
I don't know, mate. I think he's got to be judging that better. Obviously, it's difficult because we're not there, but
yeah,
like the thought process is okay. I don't mind with him trying to square that. I just don't think that was the right time to do it.
Right. But I think if that would be Callum Wilson have all the confidence and would shoot and talk and probably score.
Yeah.
I don't think Joe Linton has the confidence. I don't know.
Go on, Willock, lad.
Come on, Joe. Give it to Hendrik.
Oh,
that's a foul.
That's a
a
free
foul.
kick. Surely that's a free kick.
Of course, that's a free kick.
Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. But yeah, he has actually been better. I'm not putting that down to myself, of course. But I'm glad to see him having a couple of better games so far, 100%. Because I hate him playing the way he has been. I've always been a massive fan of his.
What's this? Jordi Sancaster agrees with Liam and not me.
Yeah?
What the hell? I feel like we need to break up now, Jordi.
It's not about slating him, mate. He's 6 yards out from goal. Like I understand the thought process, but his decision making has to be better. That's what it comes down to.
What time are you on?
I'm at 14:04. You call?
I'm 14-14.
Yeah, me too. Maybe I'm a second behind you, but doesn't matter.
And I'll just say, Joe Linton does actually look lively, so I'm not getting on his case. I just want him to be hitting it from there. I want him to be scoring. Those are his opportunities he needs to take.
But he looked lively the first 20 minutes against Wolves as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't think he had a bad game, to be honest.
Later on in the game, it went pretty downwards, but I have to give it to him. The first 20 minutes, he looked lively, like today. He looks a little bit stronger at the ball, though.
Yeah.
Than he did. He's holding on to the ball a little bit better than he did before.
Oh, who's that? It's just been bullied off the ball there. Was that Kraft?
Yeah,
absolutely sent to the fucking
Who
gym.
else? Phillips on the left, crossing it in. Good save, Dubravka. Come on. Move it. Come on, Martin. It's actually not a boring game, though. Oh, that's a nasty foul on Fraser.
I missed it. What happened, mate?
That could be a yellow. I hope he gets a yellow.
I didn't see that about Rashford telling Maguire to fuck off. What happened?
Why are Newcastle playing with the black armbands? Or all of them, actually.
Glenn Roeder, mate, I'd have thought.
Yeah, I think that's the reason.
Oh, yeah, of course. I think West Brom plays with it as well, right? I'm not mistaken.
I can't see. But if so, then yeah. That would be
I think they normally do, don't I think?
Yeah.
I don't think there was much in that phrase, I think, like.
Maybe it looked worse than it was.
Did you see that graphic Johnny Sam put on the page yesterday where Traore has only got 0 assists and 0 goals compared to Jeff Hendrick, who's got like 2 goals and like 1 assist or something? It's crazy stuff, isn't it?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
So are you defending Bruce now?
Better done it. Well done.
Well, no, I'm more saying that like Traore is massively overrated because of his speed.
Well, he was a big threat for us, though.
I think what it is, mate, he looks it, but he's like his end product, like Liam's just said there, is like shit.
His passing and shooting is terrible, but him being, if only his passing would have been better. Got a hell of a player already who can give loads of assists.
You've got to remember, Barcelona wouldn't have got rid of him if he was good, like to their standard.
Absolutely. The game is on. We're watching it on Amazon Prime.
Good to have you on, Camille.
No idea, Eric. No idea. Traore is not a footballer. His build gives him an advantage against defenders, but he has no 100%. 100%. He should be banned from greasing up as well. It's not boxing. Do you know what I mean?
Good,
go on,
strong
get
by
him.
Great ball by Kraft. Perfect. Fuck me, man.
To be fair, like it was a bit in front of him, but I thought Joe Willett gave up a little bit easy there. I didn't think it was that bad of a pass. Do you know what I mean? I know it was a bit in front of him, but I thought he could have made a bit more of a run for it.
It was strong from Joe Linton, actually.
Yeah.
Strong play. Okay, I do, mate. Keston Newton, I go for 2-1. For the tune, of course.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident that we could get a result out of this, to be fair. It's quite an open game, though. Geordie's said to check your phone, Brandon.
Yeah, I did already. Cheers. Good save, but Dubravka.
What time are you on the stream?
I'm on 2013.
Oh, because I just logged in my pal's Amazon Prime account and it was the exact same as the stream I'm watching anyways.
Weird. He looks like he started very, very well, doesn't he, mate? Very well. I mean, you could say that shy, but we did that with Isaac Hayden, and look at him. I don't think Joe Willett was a bad option, to be honest. I'd have took him or Maitland-Niles. I think they're both
young as well,
very,
though.
very promising players.
What time are you on now?
21:05.
I'm close to these now.
But I agree that recruitment could be better. 100% agree it could be better.
So has West Brom got the ball on the left-hand side? Well, Shelby's got it now.
Hey, that's a foul. Come on, holding.
Johnson's got it at the moment, mate.
I'm like a second behind you. See, what happens is once you get rid of your highlights, you start playing better. Carl.
Say that again.
Once you get rid of your blonde hairlights, people start performing better.
That's it, mate.
Karl Exotic is out of the building and we start playing better. Hi.
Brandon, did you watch the UFC last night?
No, I didn't, mate. I just fell asleep, really.
Did you? I didn't watch it.
I wanted to. Did Adesanya win?
No, he lost. Decision.
Yeah. From Blachowicz, no?
Yeah, he got beat on a decision.
What about Nunez?
Nunez won choke, and then Jan got disqualified.
Jan? Disqualified?
Yeah, he kneed him in the head when he was on the floor.
Oh. Okay.
It was a brutal knee, by the way. Did you see it, Carl?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I did, yeah.
I'll see if I can find it for you, Brandon, and I'll pick it over. He just pretty much whacked him in the head when he was on the floor.
He fought against Sterling, right?
Yeah, so he's lost his belt now.
Oh, yeah. I like Jan as a fighter, though. He's a good, skilled, technical fighter.
Yeah.
Good job, Kieran.
Brandon, I'll put it in the group.
Hi. Yeah, I'm streaming on my phone, so that's why.
Oh, okay, no worries.
That's why I cannot watch it.
I've got like my laptop on, my PlayStation on.
I got my laptop here, and my phone here, and watching from the telly. Just trying to be a little bit active in the chat as well on the YouTube videos.
You should just stream through your laptop. It's much easier, you know.
No, because this laptop is shite. I'm ordering a new one next week. I already found one in HP. Got like 8 GB RAM and a good processor of AMD. So
Yeah.
it's like €500, but I think it will be €500 well spent. Just need a good camera as well.
Yeah.
Did your last give you still that for Christmas? Because you said that Christmas gift that holder for your phone.
Well,
Like
I
a
already
tripod?
had a folder. I just didn't realize I had it, but I'm just using my laptop now to do everything.
Oh. And you're watching the game on your PlayStation?
I'm watching it on my laptop now because remember I have my pal's Amazon Prime account, so I just logged into his account.
What PlayStation you have? 4, or do you already have a 5?
I've got a 4 and then I've got an Xbox One. I don't see the point of getting a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series S.
I got an Xbox One as well.
Yeah.
I've always been an Xbox fan. Never really PlayStation. What about you, Carl? Have you always been desktop?
No, mate. I loved the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2, and then I moved over to Xbox. Didn't have the PS3 or the PS4. And then instead of getting the new ones, I got a PC instead.
You're still using it, your Xbox?
No. It's literally just sat there doing nothing.
PCs are so much better. Like you can play so many different games on them. It's ridiculous.
I agree.
Like
I always said no because a friend of mine said I'm going to switch over to PC. I said, why PC, man? It's so weird to play, for example, FIFA or whatever. But for the gamings, like shooters, it's much better.
Yeah, FIFA's like FIFA. You can just use a controller, but it's not as there's not as many people playing FIFA on a PC as there are PS and Xbox. If it was cross-platform, it would be great, but obviously it's not yet.
Well, is FIFA not cross-platform?
No, mate, fucking joke.
Surprised at that, like.
I know. I think it's the only game at the moment that's not.
See, I don't really like FIFA.
No.
I'm shy in it anyway. So if we ever meet up and people start suggesting should we play some FIFA games, I probably will, but I'm shy, man.
Yeah, we'll just get me and you'll just sit and get pissed in the corner somewhere.
That's probably gonna.
I'll do Chinese
gonna
order.
happen anyway.
What do you reckon if we went 4-4-2 with Karen and Joe Linton up top last 25 minutes? See how it goes. I'd rather go.
That's going to play the West Brom's hands, though, isn't it? If we play that way, because that's what they're set up to do.
100%.
It's a little bit dying now, the game.
Especially if you're playing Ultimate Team, Greg. Fucking hell, it gets expensive.
Yeah,
do you know Nick Pope's going to be really good on Ultimate Team?
Nick Pope is?
Yeah.
No.
Because of his size, I was reading some article, like, because people don't really want to pay like 250,000 coins or whatever it is, equivalent to get Manuel Neuer. So they just get Nick Pope, and then just because you can update your stats or you can upgrade them somehow, I think. So,
interesting.
But it's a fraud though. Like some young kids getting lured into like getting good players in their side, and I've big chance for West Brom there.
Yeah, I know.
Some people can get a hold of their parents' credit cards and they spend like thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I've seen a video of that, and you just hear this kid absolutely screaming because I think his parents are going like absolutely through him.
Mate, imagine you are the parent and you see all of a sudden loads of purchases on Xbox or PlayStation for FIFA. Like, what the fuck is this? And you see it's up to 1,000.
And the Xbox don't necessarily have to give you it back as well. That's the thing.
I know, yeah.
PlayStation does so.
Does it?
I don't know.
No, just that they don't. Neither of them do.
Because you'd be like, well, prove it was your kid, you know what I mean? Just because you got shipped back.
But it's also crime, actually. Like stealing from your parents' credit card. It's like credit card fraud, man.
Oh, but you're not going to send your kid to jail for spending $1,000, though. You're like, sorry, mate, do you know what I mean?
I would only send my kid to jail if I don't like him. If I don't like the fucker, you can have him. Is that harsh to say?
Who's the second best striker Newcastle have had, in your opinion, that you have seen? Either Les
Corner.
Ferdinand or
Demba Ba.
Demba Ba was
Martins.
pretty decent, and he's on
I
when he was in
like
form.
Obafemi Martins.
Demba Ba has been the best striker since Alan Shearer. That was a
Yeah?
statement.
I go with Obafemi Martins or maybe Cisse. He's still playing, actually, Cisse.
So CC had like a really good run, and then he just went like he wasn't terrible, but he was. There was so many times he was offside, it was ridiculous.
Oh, what's going on? Oh shit! Oh, far away.
Fuck's sake!
Come on, Ryan. Ah, fuck. Come on.
Get there!
Come on, Ryan.
Damn!
Daniel.
Exactly.
Back at it again with old beans. Are you excited for the Meghan Markle and Harry interview tomorrow?
I am gonna watch it, mate. I am gonna watch it. To be fair,
Are they gonna open up about like the house of like the royalties?
I
so
think so,
apparently, yeah. Apparently, like there's no questions off limits or something.
But then supposedly Meghan Markle's getting investigated for bullying off the palace.
But will this be the end of the?
Bullied too much stuff.
That wouldn't surprise me, mate. Like, why would he want to like come away and come out of the limelight of being a royal to move over to LA or wherever they are to be straight back like in the media more than they ever have been?
Yeah, I want to be on the media, so it's going to Oprah Winfrey show. Do you know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
But our charity's also getting investigated as well.
Ridiculous, mate.
I got a question for you guys, for you lads. Do you guys actually like your royalties, like the Queen, and how do you guys feel about? Do you love your Queen?
Yeah, have you watched The Crown on Netflix?
No,
I need to watch it. I need to watch it.
Unreal. It's like,
but I mean, like we here in the Netherlands have a king and a queen as well. I don't really like them that much. They get loads of money from the government. It all looks like a fraud. But I'm not that. How do you say that? I like the royal. I don't like. What makes them better than us? They're not. They still have red blood. Anything. They don't do shit for the country, really. I'm not sure about your queen. I don't know about the queen, but the king of the Netherlands, he only goes to some parties and got some. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, the Queen brings so much money in because obviously people want to go and see Buckingham Palace and like see her sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I don't pay as much attention to it as I should, really. So I can't really comment on it, to be honest.
I think I'll get a day off when she dies. That's any consolation.
Yeah. I mean, not that I want to celebrate Lizzie's death with a day off and say that's the only reason, but yeah, no, I need to pay more attention to it. To be fair, I don't.
For me, it's crazy to hear that you guys say like I need to get paying more attention. I don't. Did you guys even know that the Netherlands had a king as well?
Well, the Netherlands are sort of irrelevant in Europe. Do you know what I mean? They're just a nothing country.
That's cunt. Oh, actually, you're right. I agree with you. I prefer to be in England more than in Newcastle. To be
so, why did you go back home?
You know? I had to, mate. I had to finish my school as a plumber. So
did you just come over to North Shields just to like do an apprenticeship sort of thing?
Sorta, yeah. But I got paid for it though. So
go on.
It was like
fucking hell,
I got paid, and go on. Oh, yeah, I got paid, and I got some brass money as well. And it had like an subsidization, I think. Like I got money from the government to pay for me house, for the ticket there and everything. So yeah, I stayed up for a year.
Whereabouts in North Shields did you live?
Not in North Shields. I lived in Newcastle actually. I lived on Sydney Grove in Fenham.
Oh, right, okay.
It's not the best neighborhood, but it was like a 5-minute walk from the stadium from St. James's. So.
See, I remember I went to Amsterdam. Obviously, we drank on the ferry, And then we're like got to getting some food, and I put too many chips in my mouth, so I started choking. So obviously I spat it all out, right? When in this little girl's hair, so I had to walk away from the cafe before our parents realised.
Fucking
Jesus. Yeah,
Phillips
I
with
love the
a long-range effort.
Good save.
What do you make of the pink keeper kit?
I love pink. I love pink either.
You wear it a lot, actually.
I do.
Liam, what do you make of the ref purple kit?
It's a bit bizarre. Why would you not just go black?
Well, that nowadays the shoes of the players is mental as well. I always love the typical black leather shoes, football shoes, boots.
Great running, great pointless kick by themselves. Just what we need.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Just toe poked it out the fucking out for a throw in. Yeah, don't fancy that one, lads. Fucking send it.
I've come all this way. It's getting up the field somehow.
Yeah.
But I had the opportunity to go on an apprenticeship in all the countries in Europe, but I was determined to find a place in Newcastle because I went to the Newcastle games and I felt like I want to be there more often.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward now to move to Newcastle again.
Oh yeah,
because I miss it too much. Yeah, man, I miss it. So I've been in touch with my old company where I used to work for.
Yeah.
But
would you need to get a visa now, or would you
yeah, now probably yeah. I haven't much looked into it now, but you guys not being in Europe anymore, probably yeah. Well, I think I can get it sorted, right? Work visa should be fine.
Well done.
Well, especially if you're coming as a plumber as well.
Was that Hayden?
Because you guys are lacking of good plumbers. You can use one.
Yeah.
No, plumbers are wanted everywhere though.
Yeah, like Australia, places like that need them.
Yeah, New Zealand as well. America, I think as well. They're in a good.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
I don't fancy going to Dubai.
What the fuck was that? Oh my god! Save from the
Oh,
Bravka.
good save, man. Good save.
What's it with toe pokes at the moment? It just seems
I
like the
don't know.
end thing.
What was he doing?
Good
Don't know
save.
who it was that whipped it in. Was that Dania? How do you pronounce his name?
Diagne?
Diagne.
Is it not like the same
guess.
pronunciation as the Everton player?
Dina. It's spelled differently, but I thought it was
No,
pronounced
it's like
the same as well.
Hey, come on, that's a yellow card, man.
That has to be a yellow card. That
Don't
wasn't
touch-
a come together.
Don't touch Martin, man. Fuck off. I got his flag here as well now, actually. Slagging flag.
The only away day I've been on was at West Brom.
What's he
How
doing,
is that
man?
coming together?
How has he even tried to shoot? Like, it was about to go down, holding his mouth, then the fucking cheat. What a fucking idiot. Look at him, the camera's on him, the fucking mong. Jesus Christ. People like that piss
What
me
he
off.
did with his hair anyway?
Well, it's West Brom's colours, isn't it, I think?
Did he get booked?
No?
I don't think he did, no.
What the fuck?
Or VAR looking at it or not?
No.
Come on.
Go on, Fraser.
Oh,
Run
right.
at him, run at him, run at him.
I think actually Fraser has a good game. There you go, good cross.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
See, the thing with Fraser is you need people in the box because all he's going to do is get past players and then put a ball in.
You should give it to that other lad for West Brom at least 10 seconds earlier then, because he'd gone. He was in behind, done it. It's Diagne. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. I do love pink, Martin. You're right. In all sorts and kinds of the word. What are you drinking now, Brandon? What's that one?
Gambrinus, also another Czech beer. It's good.
Very nice. Oh, he's in. He's in. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck me, man. We're getting away with it here.
So who, out of curiosity, you've got to pick a five-a-side team. Who would it be?
A five-a-side team, what, out of the Newcastle players?
Yeah, I probably should have said that on the end. Like,
have you got to have a keeper?
yeah.
Yeah. So Dubravka, ASM, Miggy because he runs a lot. Callum Wilson. How many is that? 4. And then Isaac Hayden for a bit of defensiveness.
Yeah.
I would go Dubravka, Keelan Clark, Hayden, Wilson. I'm a 4 now, right? Yeah. And ASM.
So you probably should put Karen because, you know, he's going to like someone else snap him, Wilson has snapping someone's jaw off. Do you know what I mean?
True. But then you get banned from the league and you can't go.
Every league you would go to, there would always be that one team that would boot you about, and if you'd done it then, they would start. Like, I'm thinking, like, what's your logic here? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, it's got to be better. Who's give that ball away? Fraser. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's Fraser.
We're getting so many players into the box here, like.
Afternoon, Simon. Hope you're well, mate. Craig agrees. Carroll would be a beast 5-a-side. I've missed that one. I don't know if you saw that one, Brandon. Neil, 5 maxes.
Love it, Jody.
I haven't seen it, Hippie. I'll have to have a look. Someone explain to me what it is.
I can use a Manscaped kit now, actually. We have to score before first half. Otherwise, I see you dying out as a 0-0.
If Fulham lose, would you take a draw?
Yeah, definitely.
I really believe if you take a draw today, it will not be enough, and you probably go down.
So this is probably like the easiest, but then on paper it's probably the hardest game because we've got no Callum Wilson, no ASM, no Miggy.
Exactly. Yeah, we're missing 3 of our the 3 most effective players that we've got. So
yeah. Thing is, though, ASM was coming in his own as well.
Yeah. Liam, will you try a Sam impression?
I'm terrible at Sam.
Do it. Go for it.
I can't even think of what he sounds like now.
Nor me, to be fair.
2 seconds. I'll get a voice recording up and I'll see what I can do. You know who I thought when I done a video with him yesterday? Or was it yesterday? Was it yesterday?
Yeah,
Friday.
Friday.
I thought he was talking. How you remind us of Boris Johnson when he was talking.
Is that proud look you're talking about?
Nah, I kind of do sound like.
Can you do an impression of me, Liam?
No, because I'll probably end up getting accused of being racist or something. Do you know what I mean? We're putting on like dodgy accents, so I'd rather not.
Good clearance by Martin. That's what I like about Martin instead of Darlow. He's much better from corners and set pieces.
But both of them are shaky, I would say.
Really? You think you think Martin Dubravka is shaky in the air?
I think both of them are.
I don't think so, though. They're dangerous now. Good.
Oh, man, they're passing around the midfield. Who was that?
Clear
Isaac
it, man.
Jonjo been absolutely dealt with. Someone's just put in the comments, it's like attack versus defence without a midfield. It does seem that way, definitely.
It's like when you're at school, you know, when you're like playing with like when you're like under 6s or whatever, and everyone just follows the ball. Like it was just big, like 22 man.
100%.
They seem a lot tidier when they get like further up the pitch. Just their problem is getting up the pitch, you would assume.
I'm watching this as a neutral. This is mostly West Brom. I feel like the tunes aren't taken. If the worst for you happens and we also go, would you like to face Doncaster again? Well, you know, I'd rather be in the Premier League, mate, to be honest. But if it happens, of course. It's on Amazon Prime.
You get it free through NFTV. Yeah. What have you made of Willock so far? Like since he's came?
Like the first couple of games, I thought he was really dynamic and looked decent. I thought he looks good on the ball, but I don't think he's been very effective. Well, he hasn't been very effective today in that position, but he's arguably playing out of position. I just feel sorry for people like that want to develop coming into a side like we've got the way it's being ran, mate. It's hard.
Yeah.
But I'm not against the signing. I think it could be a good one.
Is he pretty much playing as a false 9?
Yeah, today he is, yeah.
But like,
although it looks like Joe Linton's moved central now, so I don't know.
For me, like that's like prime Sean Longstaff position.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what's actually gone on with them two. Those three, rather.
Did you see that video on Twitter that was going around like before Sean Longstaff got injuries and Bruce came in, like how good he was?
Yeah, and then like I said, there was that video that he come out and he was being really honest about his injury and stuff. Like, I just don't think he's ever been able to come back from it properly, and I think a lot of that is because he's been mismanaged.
I think he would perform so much better in a more of attacking team like the way we're playing now.
Oh, is that a late challenge or not? That was a great tackle, if not. That done it again.
Yeah. You just saw it happen to King Clark.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. How many shots have we had?
I don't actually know. I think we might have had 1 or 2 on target.
Let me check.
Dummett is having a great game.
So crucial in this game, like in the second half now. Because each team are just going to like, if whoever gets the first goal are just going to just sit 10 men behind the ball.
First half over. 0-0.
Well, what do you think make of the first half?
You can tell we don't have a striker on the pitch.
Yeah.
Or an out-and-out striker, which is ultimately probably going to cost with the game. We've got no focal point.
What about yourself, Brandon?
Still have faith. Darlow made a few good saves. We had some chances. We should have buried at least one. But I don't think West Brom is that dangerous, though. They had some small chances, but I think we can still win this. I'll stay optimistic.
Would you make any changes at half time?
I would make them at about 50-55 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll see how the second half.
I'll probably bring Carol on. I'm just going to pop down and get a drink.
I'll read.
Carol instead of Gil. Okay. We had 2 shots here on target, and West Brom got 3 shots on target. Oh wait, we got 2 shots on target. They had 3 shots off target. They had 1. We had 0. Possession is about even. They have 51. We have 49.
Here he is.
What are we?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Twitchy, innit? Really twitchy.
Yeah, it's very I think people are right. There's not much going on in the midfield. It's pretty much attack versus defence, it seems, right? To be fair.
It's a tricky one because on the face of it, and you think, well, no one's playing really badly apart from maybe Kraft, who's really frustrating going forward. But apart from that, everyone's kind of doing all right. I mean, Joe Linton's physicality is causing them problems, which is a surprise, which makes an argument for Andy Carroll in the second half. If only he would have just took the shot on instead of kind of flicking it across to Fraser. But yeah, frustrating, very frustrating. Willock's been good. Shelby's working hard, which is a nice surprise. Dummett's doing well defensively. It's just,
should we bring
Hendrick
out and Murphy in?
Possibly. I think Hendrick. This is the thing that's bothering me with that starting 11 is why is Hendrick in there? What does he bring that isn't already there? And the answer is not a great deal. Elliot Anderson and Matty Longstaff not in the matchday squad at all today, which was I can't understand. I can't fathom what the thinking is, not having them involved at all. Very, very odd. Yeah, I was expecting Jacob Murphy to start. It just kind of seems negative. Is he set up there going for a draw or to shithouse his way to a 1-0 win? It kind of, I mean, it's not as bad as 5 at the back like we were at Sheffield United, but it doesn't seem much more adventurous than that. It's just the final pass, the final decision, the final thing, the final shot. It's just not there. It's annoying, but yeah, it's very, very twitchy.
What do you make of Joe Linton's chance? Do you think he should have buried that rather than looking to give it to Fraser? I know I appreciate at times like trying to be unselfish, but I just think you've got to be taking your chance there. The ball's come on. He's got the ball's in front of him by about 2 yards. It's a perfect opportunity to hit that for me. And I don't want to berate him for being unselfish. I just think he's got to hit it.
He's had a decent first half, to be fair to him.
Yeah, he has.
Just fucking shoot, mate.
Yeah, definitely. That's the only criticism I have of him today. I just wanted him to hit it there. That was it. I think he's been brilliant.
Probably the
Other than
best chance of the game so far. He's absolutely done his man with his strength and a bit of pace about him once he gets going. His acceleration isn't great, but he takes a while to get going, but he is relatively quick when he's in full flow, which he's done there. Just smash it.
Yeah.
Just smash it. It was a big ask, and it just says everything you need to know about that lad's confidence in front of goal, where he's trying to beat 2 West Brom players and the goalkeeper to get it across to Ryan Fraser, than just take the shot on himself.
In answer to your question, Eden, I absolutely would be. As a striker, 100%, like regardless of how much stick I'm getting. But he's a young lad as well still. So again, like we said, he's had a good game today. So not taking anything away from him at all.
I would probably, because I wouldn't take him off. I would be putting on Carroll or Gale in place of Jeff Hendrick, because I don't see what he's bringing. You've got the midfield 3 all doing well and working hard in Willock, Shelby, Hayden, all doing their bit. I just don't know what Hendrick's doing in there. And to be fair, that's no fault of Hendrick's. That's a Steve Bruce decision. And putting a player in there that's drastically out of position again, isn't it? So it is what it is.
100%. Would you make any changes at halftime? Would you bring Hendrick off at halftime, Sam?
I mean, I wouldn't have had him starting in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky one. To hook him off at half time might seem harsh, but this is a must-win game, no matter what Steve Bruce is saying. But to be fair, with the team he's put out, that suggests to me Bruce is fully convinced it isn't a must-win game, which is really concerning and very, very odd. We've got a real chance to get some distance away from the danger zone today, and it's very, very odd because West Brom do look relatively dangerous. They've got some good players, Pereira, Conor Gallagher. We're dealing with them okay at the moment, but in a game as tight as this, it only takes one chance, one mistake.
100%. I hate saying this because they've just shown the replay again. It's come up as poor decision making. I don't know if you've got it in front of yourself, Sam, as well, but it's bang on. If he hits that and the keeper saves it, Fraser's going to get the ball anyway. So it's a shame. We should be taking that chance, but I think we've got enough about us, like the way the players have played today. I do think we can get a result out of this, but like you said, it's very tetchy. So what do you expect second half? Do you think we can come out with a win, Sam? Or
not unless changes are made, because it's just too much of a stalemate. Unless we're going to score from a set piece, which we've had plenty of, because we're having more of the ball than we normally do. I think the possession's about 50-50 still. But if we're going to score, it's probably going to come from a set piece. As things stand, I would much rather see a Carroll or a Gale come on, because let's play with a striker against the team second bottom in the league for a start. Why not? Let's chuck a striker on the pitch.
Definitely.
It's not rocket science, is it?
What do you make of Paul Dommett today, mate?
defensively sound, hasn't got the legs to go up and down, as I keep saying. He's more of a centre-back for me. Do you know what in fact, do you know what our defence reminds me of today? It kind of reminds me of Stoke City, where they're essentially playing 4 centre-backs across the back four.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Kraft Kraft's frustrating the living tits off me going forward, because there's been a couple of opportunities for him to make something happen, and he's either lost the ball or he's found the wrong pass or he's just not crossed it in when he should have done. But defensively, he's been okay, and it's kind of the same for Dummett. Dummett's been absolutely superb defensively, apart from that little slip he made. But
He's like dancing on ice.
yeah, exactly. But apart from that, he's been absolutely second to none defensively. But I don't know. I was surprised to see Jamal Lewis sit out this one, to be honest.
Was you? Do you think this was the kind of game he could have built some confidence in?
I would have thought so, because he's more of an attacking thing, and we need bodies forward, don't we? But
what does that say, though, mate? What does that say? Like you said about Bruce not thinking that it's a must-win game. These decisions, like we talked about, Jamal Lewis probably at times maybe should be dropped, but then it's the decision making of which games you should drop him in. And I think yes, Dummett's come in and done well, but I do agree we do need more going forward if we've not got a striker in. So it probably isn't the best game to drop Lewis. What does that say about Steve Bruce, mate? Like, does that worry you even more that we could go down?
It terrifies me that we could go down. It absolutely terrifies me. There's no two ways about it. I can't do another season in the Championship because it's just too risky. I mean, the twice we've done it, we've got away with it, and we've had great times. But I don't want to take that risk, because there's plenty of other clubs that haven't been so lucky. I mean, you look at Borough, look at Sunderland. I mean, we could have the derby back next season.
Yeah.
It's just too risky. Look at teams like Blackburn and things like that. They're former Premier League winners. I can't do another season in the Championship, and to come out so negative like he has done today just absolutely stunned me. To not have a recognised striker on the pitch, to play Jeff Hendrick in I don't know what position Jeff Hendrick's playing. Any
I
ideas?
think Jeff Hendrick knows what position he's playing.
That's not Jeff Hendrick's fault. That's not Jeff Hendrick's
it's not.
fault. I know he's not the most popular, and he's not the most popular with me either, but I just find it very, very odd that he's playing in a game like this in that position. It just makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. I'm literally just going to grab a drink, so I'm just going to bring Liam in before I drop back in. Bear with me 2 seconds.
Liam's on the phone.
Oh no, I'm just watching this Rashford Maguire thing. I'm trying to hear it.
What's the?
Supposedly,
what
Rashford tells Maguire to fuck off or something. Oh,
Right.
He says, "What do you want me to do?" Rashford asks, and Maguire says, "Fucking get back on side." Harry Maguire.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like calling your manager a coward, is it?
Whether it happened or not.
Of course, it bloody happened. He admitted it happened. I don't know. It's all very nervy. It's all very twitchy, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
We knew it would be, but I don't. If we don't win this game today, I don't know what you two think. But if we don't win this game today, I'm not full of confidence going into the next two, because Villa are having a flying season, and
is Jack Grealish going to be
a
back?
horrendous record in the Premier League at Brighton. Knowing our luck, probably.
Because they don't look as threatening with Grealish not there.
No, but that's what I think. That's what I say. Knowing our luck, that he probably will be back for that game on Friday night, which is probably a good thing, because we're the first game of the weekend, so less chance for him to be fit and ready. But I've got a sneaking suspicion that he'll be fine.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a tricky watch. But we all knew it kind of would be, didn't we? I just hope he doesn't leave changes too late, because over the past few weeks we've kind of died off after 60 minutes. So, who fancies Lincoln?
I can do anything on Friday.
Great. I mean, very much a conversation for off air. Oh dear.
what'll happen is we'll go 0-0 until 80 minutes, and then Carroll and Gale. It'll be Gale come on first for Fraser,
and then we'll lump it along.
Carroll will come on for Hayden. Some bizarre substitution like that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we've kind of lumped it long a few times, and when you got 5 feet of Fury and Ryan Fraser up there trying to win a header against a big lumbering centre back, it kind of defeats the object. Joe Linton is causing problems with his physicality. Well, what physicality he has, it just makes it all the more baffling. And Willock's making some great runs, particularly in the first 20 minutes. He was making some fantastic runs from midfield to get in the box. But I think the teams are coming out for the second half now. Carl, I've got Carl while you're in the background. I know you can hear me. I've got some more baby name suggestions for you.
Oh, Jesus.
What are they?
So if it's a boy, Fabrizio Mulliner Bryant.
Yeah.
If it's a girl, Rain.
Right, I like Rain.
So
What? I like it. I like
so
it.
on that bombshell, I'm doing the quick thoughts at 2:00. So I will see you all then.
See you in a bit. Don't know whether. What are you eating, Brandon?
Just potato wedges
Very nice.
with some curry and mayo.
Yeah, Liam, what do you think? What do you think the score is going to be, mate? From what you've seen so far, 0-0, or what do you think?
1-0 to either team.
Oh, Jesus.
I think whoever gets the first goal wins it.
Yeah.
Dear. Yes, mate. Thank you very much. Got my first child on the way. Don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet. I'll find out.
Is it definitely one child? Have you had the scan?
Yeah, we've had several times, and every time we go, I'm like, can you just double check that there's not one hiding behind?
Oh no, we've got 3 heartbeats.
Mate, literally be like, I'm sorry, Bab. I love you, but I'm out. I'm out.
I'm going to get a packet of tabs.
Oh, dear.
No changes at the start.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen us play worse. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it. I know a lot of people think it's been crap, but we've been worse.
Way worse.
The thing is, though, we've been worse than one. That's the problem.
Yeah, so it's still Joe Linton out on the right?
Yeah. Willock's through the middle.
Joe, that's got to be better, mate. You're better than that. Well done. John Joe Shelby sprinting back 40 yards to win a ball back. Never.
Yeah, he did last week.
The stats people will be like, well, this is an error. This has never happened.
Should I turn my mic off, actually? I'm thinking about it.
It's all right, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, was it offside? Was it a foul?
I guess.
Well, it's got to be a foul. Can it be offside? Because that's should have been did. It must have been a foul. Then. How good's that Josh Madge been playing for Fulham Mind?
Madness.
If he sends us down, like we're never going to hear the end of it because of his links with Sunderland.
No, I know. I'm going to have to put all these suggestions to the missus.
What other names are you getting?
Hayden Hall.
That's I quite like that name.
Yeah.
Hayden's quite a good game.
Loads, mate. Loads. To be fair, like I think we've got like a couple that we're pretty certain would be the crack.
Yeah.
But yeah, people keep throwing suggestions in here, and I'm like, oh, actually, that's quite good. So I don't know.
I was thinking for you if it was a girl, Michaela Owen Bryant, but
she would get put up for adoption if that was the case. But thanks for the suggestion, Brandon.
Talk Sport have just tweeted saying Liverpool's bench looks stronger than the starting 11.
I wonder if they've dropped Salah or Mane then, or Firmino.
Probably Firmino.
Liverpool's 11 is Alisson, Williams, Phillips, Williams, Robertson, Wijnaldum, Mulliner, Keita, Shawawi, whatever that kid's from Stoke, Salah and Jota.
Shaqiri, Salah and Jota up top.
Yeah.
Interesting. So drop Mane and Firmino.
Yeah. That back four doesn't look strong, like, does it?
Nah, that who is that one lad's shite? Who have they got who are the centre halves?
Looks like Phillips and Williams.
So what happened to that Greek lad that they've signed? Is he banned?
Is he not injured?
I don't know if he's injured or banned. One of them, mate, because he's reckless.
Yeah, was he the one that we were linked with, and then
yeah.
Oh, you mean wait, what was his name?
Because Liverpool didn't really strengthen in the summer, did they? They just brought Jota in.
Yeah. Horatio. Horatio, I like it.
Wasn't he not out of NCIS or CSI or something? One of the detectives. I'm sure he was. Bit of random fact for you. How often do you reckon Jeff Hendricks washes his hair? So long.
I used to have hair longer than that about 3 years ago. Yeah, mate. I'll get you a photo. It was literally the middle of, probably the midway down my back.
Why?
Just like, one year I just decided I'm not going to get it cut. So I just didn't cut it for like 3 years.
Is that how it was when he took 3 years to get that long?
Yeah.
Well, then you're getting old, mate.
Have you seen them people that have never cut the fingernails and the fingernails are a meter long?
There was that bloke in the Guinness Book of Records ages ago, and they're like all curled round, like all the way, like to the point where they're like indenting into his hand and stuff. Like,
imagine snapping them or something. It was so painful.
Fucking hell, yeah. Oh, is he Turkish? Why did I think Greek? Yeah. Kabak then. Apologies. Why did I think he was Greek?
Well,
Maybe
they're not far
smashed
off, and they're right across each other, so it's just a C in between. But it is an insult for Turkish people to call him Greek, actually.
I apologise. If there's any Turkish or Greek people in here, I apologise. It was not a political statement. I just simply got it wrong.
Carl's going to cause World War III on it, watching on the screen.
Yeah. But no, he looks off the pace in terms of the Premier League, but it looks like he could be a good one for the future. Strong bloke.
We've had so many injuries this season, Liverpool,
Yeah.
But then it's mad how much they're blaming that Thiago for them slowing down the pace. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, I can't believe it. I'm not having it. People are saying that he's not a good player. I'm not having it.
Well, why would he be at Barcelona and Bayern?
That's it, man. That is it.
Bobby Robson watched them when he was in Barcelona, under 16s or something, and said he was going to be a cracking player.
Have you seen that comment from Charlie Thames, Carl?
I will. I was having a bad week when I ranted about John Joe. I love John Joe. He just annoys me at times, and that was when I lost my shit. Yeah, I might call him John Joe.
just to make up for it.
Yeah. I'll tweet John Joe as well with the rant and say, look, I apologise.
You'll always have to have the Ben's head shaved, though, regardless whether it's a boy or girl.
True.
Carol and Gail are warming up.
So they're just showing the league table right now. We are 1 point ahead of Brighton now. If it stays like this, and 4 points from Fulham. But we really need a win here. I'm still
What's
not too comfortable
Fulham
at
and
all.
Brighton's goal difference like? What are they quite similar to each other? Because obviously I know ours is massively out compared to like Brighton.
Let me see. I can check for you. Give me a sec.
This is
corner
such
from
lovely
West
weather
Brom.
for a beer garden, like.
I know, mate.
It's what?
Good weather for a beer garden.
Oh, yeah. Well, here it's cloudy and 6 degrees or something, but not
So
sure
what's
about
the
you guys.
restrictions in Netherlands, or is there not any?
We still have a curfew, and it will be extended again for 2 more weeks. Because around 9 we have to stay in house, unless you have like some sort of permission to go outside. Everywhere, not outside though, but in all public space you need to wear a mask. What else? You can only have
So like the
blankets.
bars and that open?
Sorry?
Are the
No,
bars
not at all.
open?
No. They just opened last Wednesday the hairdressers again, so I can 16th of March I can get rid of my COVID coup. But also shops are open sorta, but it's like a pick and collect option. Oh,
Yeah.
they just missed. Oh, there was a big chance by West Brom, and you now have a new thing from Wednesday as well that you can go shopping on appointment, and you get like 10 minutes time frame, and you can go into the shop, just you alone.
I think the supermarkets have been like one of the main culprits, like.
It is, man. I think how you could save it is just every supermarket should have their own delivery service, and no one be allowed inside anymore. Because you're not allowed to sit on a terrace, for example, but you can walk with around 100 people in a supermarket, although they have face masks. But it's just so all the rules doesn't really make sense some now and then, and that's probably frustrating the shit out of people.
Yeah. We need a striker on soon. Like, who would you take off?
Hendrik, put Gil in.
Where would you then slot Willock back to centre mid and then put Gale as like the number 9?
It looks like it will be happening as well. Gil looks like he's coming in. Would you agree with me? Or? Yeah. Gil, get some instructions from Graham Jones quickly.
So what? So I was before the show started. I was listening in the background. What was the crack with that Joe Joyce? Because I only heard part of it.
Sorry, Joe Joyce.
You know Joe Joyce, like the assistant coach or the under 23 squad. What was the crack with him?
He stepped down.
Why?
Oh Jesus! You have to ask Lee. It was something to do with bad treatment or whatever. I think.
Yeah,
maybe someone else in the comments.
Like his wife raised a complaint about the way they're treating his son or something like that.
What? So Joe Joyce has picked on his son.
Oh, come on! Why not control it, Fraser, man? Go on, Joe. Control the ball. What are you doing, Kraft? What are you fucking doing? What is this? Look at what Kraft is doing. Fuck
I'm not
me.
even up to that part, but I just want to watch it with him.
Fuck me, really. Is he taking the piss?
It was all to do with an injury or something, Liam. The way that they handled the injury, they weren't happy with it.
Yeah, Hendrik off, Gale in. Like I said.
What are you on like 57 minutes, Brandon?
I'm at. Give me a second. Showing the substitutions. I can tell you in a minute. I'm at 56:49. 56, 52.
Oh, you're like 13 seconds ahead of me. Hendrik hasn't been that bad today, like. I would at least give him an 8 on scoring the players.
What? You want to get me slated off? I'm not falling for your tricks, Liam. Not today, Mr. K. Oh, that could have been a great ball to Fraser. Okay, I will pause it for you guys. So I'm 30 seconds ahead of you.
Where are you?
I'm on 57:07 now.
Okay, so I'm like around 20 minutes. I pause it on 57:30. I pause it now. Tell me if you're at 28, and then I'll put it back on.
I'm at 28.
Oh,
Just
Jesus.
I'll just restart mine.
All right. Where are you at now, Carl?
57:40.
Okay, so now I'm behind of you.
I'm 57:40 now, so only like a couple of seconds apart.
I'm 54 now, 55.
This was me pissed up in a about 3 a.m. in a bar at Portugal
defending, but you didn't
years
Good
ago.
defending.
Don't know if you can see it. Very long
What
hair.
the hell?
Wow.
What the?
You
Wow.
look a bit like that drummer. What's that famous drummer? What's he called? Oh. No, who's it? Well, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I'll take that. I'll take it.
It's mental, like how you look there.
Yeah, that was a heavy week in Portugal.
How old you were there? Like,
It was only about 5 or 6 years, 5-6 years ago, I think. So
And
I would have
now
been
you are?
25, 26 then.
so now you're 31.
Yeah, 31.
How old are you again, Leon?
26.
Hmm.
What were you, made?
21 of March, I turned 28. So
I'm the
told me to be
babby of
birthday.
the page then.
Sorry?
Oh well, no, Johnny's similar. Johnny's the same age as me, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting some stick in the comments already.
Oh,
What for your photo?
Yeah.
well, are you surprised? Johnny Depp.
No, what it was is I've moved to Bournemouth and tried to take up surfing and didn't do it very well. But I was always on the beach and stuff, so yeah, I just literally just didn't cut my hair. I did become a bit of a hippie, to be fair. Pissed up hippie for about 4 or 5 years.
Jeez. You still do surfing, man.
I just can't. I can't surf very
Come on,
well,
Gil.
but I like it. I like it.
Put it to Willick. Give it to Willick.
Give it
Shoot.
him. Give it him. Hit it.
Oh! Well, that's close, man.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Come on. So you're not surfing that much anymore?
This was my lockdown haircut. I got dead 20 quid to go to work like that, so I'm still waiting on that kind of like so.
Actually, you look like Beth. Oh no, that's photo, Carl. No. Carl looks a little bit like Pavel, our goalkeeper who passed away.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
No.
I am. I'll find another one right there. My hair is different all the time.
Clear it. Good. Away.
Jordan's got to be stronger there, like.
Bit, yeah. Oh, open header for Diagne. He's the only vet, I think, from West Brom.
Yeah.
Diagne.
Who we got on the bench?
Them or we?
Us. Actually, I've got it. Carroll, Richie, Lewis, Fernandez. I think if you bring Carroll on, you've got to bring Murphy on and take Joe Linton off.
Or Richie.
Yeah.
Murphy or Richie. Oh, come on, man. So sloppy.
Oh.
I'm really afraid it's going to be a 0-0. Like.
Very well, Stephen. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for dropping by.
Brandon, did you see what Brighton and Fulham's goal difference was?
Oh, sorry, mate. My bad. Let me see. Yeah, I had it in front of me. So, Brighton and who is that? Fulham.
Fulham.
Brighton has -8. We have -17, and Fulham has -12. And West Brom has -36.
I was only 5, Simon, 6, but I remember the photos afterwards, like a few years afterwards. I do remember that, definitely.
So we're not that far away from Fulham's goal difference, only 5.
Yeah. So Fulham, yeah.
Brighton has a much better goal difference, though.
So if Fulham win the day, Fulham are still in the relegation zone if we get this point here.
Yeah.
Then I do remember it because I was 9. I was going to say I didn't feel like it was that early, but yeah, I do remember that 100%.
How's your dad doing, Carl?
Yeah, he's good, mate. Just bored with lockdown, I guess.
What did he make of this week news with the bust up with Matt Ritchie from Bruce? And is he surprised?
No, my dad's one of them, mate. Like, if he got absolutely nothing positive to say about Steve Bruce or the club in any way with my cat, like he can't stand it. Like, he'll watch it, obviously, but then he's just, it's all negatives. It's all full of expletives. It's a very heated conversation between us both.
Really? Because you're defending Steve Bruce? Or
No. I just mean, like, we both just ranting at each other about how shit things are.
You are agreeing with each other, but just getting more and more annoyed with each other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible corner that was.
Do you think it's a sort of, as us being a fan channel, we sort of has to defend some players and managers as well, while there actually is no reason to? Do you feel like we need to be a little bit balanced, or?
I think that maybe I certainly felt like I had to be that way when I first started on the channel. Not because of anyone from the channel, just kind of thought that we'd have, but then as it's gone on, like, no, I don't care. Like, I have my opinion. But then I respect everyone else's opinion as well. I don't know about you boys. I don't feel like I've got to sit on the fence. Definitely not. You'll get a lot of people on Twitter that will be like, "Oh, these fan channels are just trying to create an agenda." Blah blah blah. I'm like, well, no, not really. Like, Steve Bruce is shit. That's it. End of the day. If you don't agree with that, that's fine. But that's my view on it.
See, the worst thing I think is, like, say if you disagree with someone or they disagree with you, they just end up like some of them just end up calling you idiot and clueless. You're thinking, well, what's the point again? Like, so what? I've got a different opinion from you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference to your life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you're an idiot because you said Miggy's been terrible for the past 6 months. Do you know what I mean?
I think as well for the first period that joined Newcastle Fans TV, I kind of cared about what people said about me, and I was trying to talk to fans' mouth, but now I just say what I want. I don't, and sometimes I get stick for it. Fair play, even from you lot sometimes. Liam knows that as well, very well. But now I think, because we're not experts, right? We're not like one of these pundits. We are just speaking our opinions, and an opinion can never be wrong, in my opinion.
To be fair, half these pundits haven't got a clue themselves.
That's true. I think they all forget that they're so out of touch with the game that they ain't got none of them could play in this day and age. None of them. It's completely different to how it was when they were playing.
Yeah.
The reason I watch NFTV is because I feel like you don't have an agenda, unlike some other unnamed Toon channel. Name them, hippie.
But you know what?
No, I agree though, 100%.
I wouldn't be. It doesn't make me frustrated, but sometimes I can't wrap my head around that the fact that they expect us to be experts and talking all sense, and like they expect from us I got a feeling sometimes they expect from us to be like on point on every statement and don't have a wrong opinion or whatever. If you know what I mean.
I think with the following that we've got, like if you're gonna say something, you have to be able to back it up. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, like I don't think people, especially our lot in here, especially in the watch along and everyone on the Facebook page, I think it's very rare that you get people that are calling you a twat basically for not saying stuff. But
yeah, sometimes you have people from other teams coming over. Most of them has been very respectful.
Massively, yeah.
Like you have a few from Leeds and Brexit, for example, and some others.
Yeah.
Like, not sure if he's watching actually.
I don't know if you realise, but you know when Newcastle tweet about the under-23s, have you ever looked at the comments underneath the under-23s? It's like you're not a big team, and I'm thinking it's an under-23s game. Like, why are you commenting like on this Twitter feed? You know what I mean? Like all that clubs like Man U, you're not a big team, and I'm thinking, have you really got nothing better to do with your life than comment on under-23 tweets?
Ridiculous, isn't it?
I'm just like sitting there scratching my head, like tweeting them, being like, "What planet are you on?" Carroll's got to come on now. If Carroll's coming on, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. He needs 20 minutes at least.
Come on, Joe. Corner.
What happened there? We looked so leggy. Yeah, I was worried about this at the before the game. It didn't seem like we got loads of legs in the side today. But let's see what happens. Newcastle will be relegated next season with Bruce. If they're getting someone with some credibility, they can at least challenge for a top half spot. If West Ham can do it, anyone can.
I said West Ham would go down on one of the fan channels.
Mate, I was talking about it at the start of the season when Johnny went on to one of their fan channels. Their fans were saying the same thing.
Go on.
Saying exactly the same thing.
Shoot it. Fuck.
Hasn't it not been since David Moyes got COVID that they've been playing better?
I don't know.
I'm sure it was. Like, if you look back, David Moyes had like a period, like 2 weeks off because of COVID, and I'm 100% sure they've played unreal since then.
Mm.
Good job, Sergio. Go on.
Which one's Tony Soprano?
Did well at the top there, taking out 3 players on there, mind. He'll still get shit in the comments no matter what he does.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Who's Tony Soprano? I know who it is.
Yeah, no, I don't know which one she's calling, or he's calling Tony Soprano.
Right.
If it's me, then I've already shaved mine. It's growing back already.
They went pretty fast, actually.
Yeah.
So a week ago, right?
A couple of weeks ago.
You shaved it 2 weeks ago, maybe, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, and he's dressing gown. You, mate?
Tony Soprano in his dressing gown.
When you're shaving your head, Liam?
Shaving my head?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it anymore because it'll probably not grow.
Shoot it! Oh, good chance. Good chance for Jolita. Yes.
This has took the opportunity.
That has to be better, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of weak shot.
It is. He's not left-footed, is he? He's not. Is he?
No.
He's not left-footed, is he?
It's just one of them where you just swing at it and hope, isn't it? Like when you're playing.
Fuck.
You're doing well to get past the defender there, mind.
Yeah.
It was.
Willock as well. There was a good run by Willock as well. I actually think Shelby's plays an okay game again.
Yeah, Shelby's been good today, like.
Since West Ham had COVID, they've lost 2 in 18. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah, they've been on
the reason I said West Ham would go down is because they only bought one player, and that player has been phenomenal for them since they had COVID. Like, I'm sure he got like 5 goals in 5 games.
Who, Thomas Dušek?
Yeah.
Suchek. Do you know where he's from?
Is he from Czech? Czech Republic?
There you go.
Are you Dutch or Czech?
I'm Dutch, but I feel better in the Czech Republic, actually. Like I said, I don't feel happy in the Netherlands, really. When I lived in England, in Newcastle, I was more happy than I am in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Maybe I always try to find something new. Take a point now? Yeah, probably. But I think we still have chances. But we have to.
We need the big man on, don't we?
Yeah.
Aye. Who would you bring in, though?
Say that again,
Who would you
mate.
take out again? Who would you take out again?
At this point, I'd probably take maybe Joe Willock off and go 4-4-2 with Fraser on the right, and I don't know actually. Don't know because who's going to go on the left? I'm not sure.
Great, good.
Joe Linton.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Put Joe Linton over on the left. Or just put Fraser over on the left and keep Joe Linton on the right.
Yeah.
Would any of you take Fraser out?
No.
No, because like if Carroll's on, mate, like we need someone who's going to be crossing the ball. And he's the only one you're going to get production from, I think.
Mostly, yeah. Maybe Shelby, but
yeah.
So annoying. ASM would have took this game by the scruff of the neck, isn't it?
I think Miggy would have done very well in this game, actually. Oh,
What's a plastic Geordie, Dave? I don't know how you can have plastic Geordies because we don't win anything.
Like, you don't support this team because we are so good, you know? Like, I actually had someone saying from... Actually, one of my colleagues said today, last week to me, like, because he sometimes watches the live stream as well, he said, I actually respect you a lot for supporting the team, for supporting Newcastle.
Please elaborate, Dave. How I'm a plastic Geordie.
Or is it not because you're from down south?
Yeah, but like, I don't understand why I'm plastic though.
How plastic I am then?
Because you've only followed us since we've won the championship twice, God. Do you not understand that?
I have a season ticket. I travel up 500-mile round trip every other week. I'm as plastic as they get, mate.
How plastic does it make me?
People like that, man.
He's probably watching every week himself, watching Sky.
He'll go quiet now anyway. But yeah, like I said, I don't think any Newcastle fan can be deemed as plastic because we don't win anything. we're not glory hunters. We don't follow this team for glory.
Yeah.
Come on, make a sub, man.
No.
Where's he gone?
Okay, that was weird.
Sorry, mate. I don't know what happened there.
No worries.
I think Joe Willock's starting to tire now, like. Shelby's put a shift in the day, mind. I know he should be doing that every week, but
yeah, he must have been getting told off, mate. I don't know what happened.
What does that mean? Getting told off?
Getting wrong.
Oh. Maybe I am.
Oh, need to make a sub now.
Yeah,
been alright, but this is probably his level, isn't it?
Come on. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Have you seen them going forward? It's a joke. Oh, maybe I think it was in the bag that I had from the supermarket, and it fell down in there.
Brandon, is it hard to swap languages? Like, can you easily just go from like Dutch to English?
Of course, but I'm not speaking Dutch to her. I speak Czech and Slovak to her, and English some now and then. But no, if you want, I can. Sometimes it even happens that we speak 3 languages in one sentence.
Yeah. They say you might have different personalities, the different languages you speak. Like each language you want to have like a different personality. I don't know whether that's true or not, but
I don't think so, no.
So when's the next one coming on? 2 minutes to go.
No, Mike, that's not the case. You're not a plastic if you don't go to a game. Jesus Christ, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Got nothing to do with it. Just saying he was calling me plastic because of my accent, clearly. But he's a fucking
There you
idiot.
go.
And he
Come on,
hasn't said
dude.
anything.
Come on, man. That's not a foul. This is going to be 0-0 all over it. It's got all 0-0 over it.
Who is this person? Got nothing better to do on a Sunday afternoon.
That was a good tackle, I thought we saw.
Okay. Could be a big chance.
Have you actually set up another account to come back on the channel? You fucking loser. Get a grip.
Was that someone's actually done?
Yeah. He's turned around and said couldn't say anything because the mod banned me.
I think there must be a mod.
Actually, Golden, you've just proved to everyone how much of a sad fucking person you are. What a clown.
Mate, it's not the first one and definitely not the last one. Don't worry.
Oh dear.
It doesn't look like Carroll's coming on because he's sitting in the stands.
No. Yeah.
The only reason I watch the comments, mate, is because that's what we do on this one. We interact with everyone in the chat. So, yeah. Oh, brilliant. Hopefully not, mate. Hopefully not. It's sad that we're going to have to rely on the Fulham game today as well.
We have to win it, like. We don't win. Fuck me. I'm terrified.
Hopefully Liverpool absolutely smash Fulham here, like.
Yeah. Again, you haven't seen me take my eyes off them because we literally keep in touch with every comment on here. That's what we do week in, week out. Got nothing to do with you. Can pick you out all day though because it's actually quite funny interacting with you. Thanks for dropping by, Andre.
Imagine the shit we are in if Fulham picks up points against Liverpool.
I know.
Just woke up because I set my alarm wrong. How are the lads playing? It's 0-0, mate. We've had a couple of chances. They've had chances in relatively even game, to be fair.
It's the game you would expect between Newcastle.
Yeah, of course. Good save, Martin. Good
Exactly
save,
what Liam's just said there. Kevin's just said go back to sleep. To be fair, probably wouldn't be a bad idea, Ben.
I'm surprised this game hasn't put Wood to sleep. Right, so
no, I'm not. But if you want to know where I am, you can absolutely drop me a DM. You fucking idiot. You can find me on Twitter. Message me if you really want to know where I'm from. It's not far from there, so don't worry about that. You clearly must be from around that area as well. Yeah, you definitely haven't missed much, mate. Definitely haven't missed much.
Livia, what are you looking for?
Oh. Did you see the Burnley goal yesterday?
No, I haven't seen it, mate. I haven't seen it at all.
It's like Xhaka, like the keeper passes the ball to Xhaka, like in the just outside the 5-6 yard box. So he turns to pass it like left or right. Like he hits it and like whacks off Chris Wood and goes in the net. So what time is Carroll coming on here?
10 minutes ago it should have been, shouldn't it?
Yeah. See, I think Gale would work well with Carroll. Do you know what I mean? They would feed off each other.
You must know Brandon then. Brandon's not far from Amsterdam. He can meet you now.
Right. See, that's another reason why I'm embarrassed for you fellow countrymen.
What do you think so far, Diane? Any good? Anything positive? Yeah, it is, mate. I think, who would you say we miss more, Miggy or ASM?
ASM.
Would you say what? What about Miggy's work rate?
Well, I think everyone's worked hard today, so I don't think we've missed the work rate aspect of Miggy. I think we've just missed like the flair of ESM.
Yeah. Look at this idiot. Oh dear.
You just come to one of mine, we'll see then.
Did you see Fulham's disallowed goal against Tottenham? No, I didn't. I added the wrong band. Newcastle will be relegated next season. You'll be fine this season. I think the way things are, mate, we're always going to be in and around it, unfortunately. Stefan, good to have you in the chat, mate. Hope you're well.
Oh, look, West Brom have made a change. Fucking hell. Is Bruce going to make
Hope
one?
you have a good day, Stephen.
I think West Brom will win now because they've made the sub first. Like,
do you reckon?
Yeah. Carroll must be thinking, like, I know I'm getting paid, but like, I can make a difference in this game.
I bet he's fuming, mate.
It's crazy that Hal Robson-Kanu lately got a contract just because he's done a Cruyff turn in the Euros for West Brom.
I think Martin blocked the guy again.
Fair enough. What do you think of the game so far, Stefan?
Maybe German, actually, Stefan Fieg.
I don't know.
German name. Sounds like a German name. We have to score, like, come on. How many extra time we would get? 2 minutes. You reckon?
I don't even think Carroll's going to come on the pitch now, personally. It's like we're defending a win. That's what it feels like we're doing now, is defending a win. Like we're leading. That's what it feels like.
It's irritating, isn't it?
You know, it's funny as well.
Thinking, like, I would rather get a point than no points.
It's funny
Make
though.
a change.
I don't think he will, man. Fuck me hell.
I am, so I'm like, good to have you in Abraxas.
That's why. I was just talking about you, Abraxas. 20 minutes ago. That's a foul.
Definitely got it.
Good.
Yeah.
He hasn't been bad, actually, Joelinton.
Yeah, I saw this before the game, Sam. Terrible. No, I don't think Joelinton's had a bad game at all, Brand. No. Yeah, it's a shame, mate. Like, you're...
it's still not what you want from a 40 million...
Say that again. No, say that again.
I said it's still not what you want and expect from a player that you paid 40 million quid for. Yeah. I think Hoffenheim, they must be laughing their ass off, like 40 million for Joelinton. It is, jeez. But it has been better now. Finally, it looks more lively. Still average, or maybe even below average, but
no, definitely. Yeah, you're complete polar opposite as to what you were last year, mate. What's the issue for you guys this season, do you think? Brandon was saying all good stuff about you, mate.
Go on, Joelinton. Go on. This is shit ball. Why is nobody there? I was saying that it's nice that we have some following, and even if we get stick sometimes from, it mostly comes from people from other clubs. But I said also that there's fans from other clubs, and they are being very polite and great on our channel. And then I named you as an example. So that's what I said. And then I mentioned like, where's the breakfast actually?
Just a suggestion: could all the commenters work on their sound quality? Whenever I come on here, it sounds horrible due to poor sound control.
I will have better sounds somewhere next week, next game, not next watch along, as I have my new laptop and I bought this as well. Wait, I'll show you.
Why are we not made a change? Like, fuck's sake.
I bought this mic and a headset.
Cool.
So I should be fine next week when I got my laptop, because now streaming from this laptop doesn't work.
There you are, Stuart. Yes is the answer, mate. We're always working on improving things, so I appreciate the feedback.
It's bizarre that Sam's just said there that Elliot Anderson's not even on the bench. Didn't even play for the under 23s. So, like, you may as well play him for the under 23s if you're not going to play him in the first team, or even have him on the bench.
Weird,
give him some game time. I think this is the time in Anderson, his career, that he needs to get game time, even if it's with the under 23s.
It doesn't look like we're making a sub here, by the way.
No, we won't.
Ball draw, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Is he onside? Ooh, fucking hell.
Clear it, yo. Good. Looks like we're going to lose it here. Like, we're on the
I'm off to look at pictures of Meghan Markle. Cheers, lads. Enjoy, mate. Enjoy. Yeah, I can't see us beating Villa, lads. I really can't see us beating Villa. Steve Bruce definitely does rot every club that he's been at.
They're pressing now.
What was his argument, Callum?
3 minutes at a time.
Yeah, QPR, we're looking at it. So, like, for things like actual timers that you see on games and things like that, they're actually quite expensive. So it's trying to find. I can do one that will go 1 to 60 minutes for free, but after that, the format will go to like an hour onwards, if that makes sense. So it doesn't follow the same format. So I'm trying to work out how we can do it, but it's definitely the next thing on our list, 100%.
This is frustrating. This, like,
Villa are playing poor at the moment, but even so, yeah, I can't see us beating Aston Villa. Not a chance.
Thing is, Villa should have won yesterday, realistically.
Yeah. But yeah, mate, on all seriousness, if anyone in the chat knows where we can get a decent kind of countdown timer or count up timer to follow the minutes of the game, that would be great.
Oh my god. Oh no. Clear it. Good, let's go. Come on, Willick.
Talk to me about. I'll have a look at that Abraxas, because the one I was using previously, I was using through OBS as well, but the format changed after 60 minutes. So I'll have a look at Flash Score, mate, 100%, because it will work similar. Appreciate that.
Oh, Ryan.
Yeah, I could do that, Kevin. It's just like, as long as everyone's okay with that, definitely.
Maybe you could put that in like first half, second half.
Yeah.
Might help.
Channel 4. Try Fergie would love one of his clocks, wouldn't we all, mate? I'll have a look at that then, mate. Definitely, 100%.
Supposedly just bringing a sub on.
It's got to be a 0-0 now. Fucking hell. Feels like a loss again. He's got to bring Carroll on now. It's 30
Yeah,
seconds.
I think he's bringing Carroll on now.
Is he joking, man? How does Carroll not say, "Are you fucking joking"?
See, I would just refuse to go on, but obviously Carroll's probably thinking, well, I'll get me bonus. Yeah, I'm not bad.
That's what I mean. Like, why is he not saying anything? Bring someone in with 30 seconds left. Come on, mate. He's probably only doing this for aerial duels, probably. Oh, Jesus.
Seems like there's a few Villa fans in here scouting us today, but we've not been very good. We haven't been awful, but we've got to be doing better, haven't we? We've got to be taking these opportunities.
You're really missing a striker, man.
Full time.
Jesus. Pathetic.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. How's Ollie Watkins been without Grealish playing?
He's been good, to be fair.
Yeah.
What is the substitution, though, by Bruce? Bring Carroll with 20 seconds left. Please explain me this, Bruce. Why would you bring him on 30 seconds left? What's the plan, the idea behind it? Dominic had a good game. Dubravka had a good game. Shelby had an okay game. Fraser had an okay game, I think. Jolinton.
All eyes on that Fulham game, then, I guess.
Probably. I don't even want it to come to that game.
No,
really.
it's frustrating.
You'd be like, well, you know, lad, it's not a must-win game. You know, what the?
100%. Ollie Watson's been great. Just needs to score a bit more. His hold-up play as good as anyone's in the Premiership now. Though, fair play. If Fulham win, Newcastle will be 4 points clear with a game in hand. Yeah, I know, but we've got to be getting a result today.
How? How a Fulham win?
Did he say Fulham win?
Yeah. That if Fulham win, NUFC will be 4 points clear of the game in hand.
I think he means if
he said Liverpool.
Yeah, he says as well, like Liverpool, I mean. But still, I wouldn't feel comfortable still then. Because they're in a much better form, Fulham. They have a tougher schedule, but I see them picking up some unexpected points. The game they're playing.
Rangers are champions.
Are they?
Yeah.
Interesting. 2 points dropped. West Brom. Some will be very disappointed. Send on Carroll just to run down the clock. Gutless.
See, I don't get this. It's like everyone's meant to be like distancing and like teams are separated. Then they'll go and like shake each other's hands and hug afterwards. It just doesn't like make any point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what time is Sam on?
Yeah, I was just going to say, Sam will be coming up with the quick thoughts. I'd imagine it'll be at 2 o'clock, but we are going to end very shortly. And then after that, we've got the fan reaction. Who's doing the fan reaction?
Me and Matt.
Matt and Liam doing fan reaction. And then it'll be myself, Sam, and is it you, Brandon, doing scoring the players?
Yeah, I'm on scoring the players.
Lee with the last word. But yeah, we've got that here actually.
Craig Hope's just tweeted that was the sort of game where you ask the bookmakers for a price on both teams to lose.
Love it. That's basically what it was. Yeah, Sunday League stinkfest. Terrible.
I think Sunday League would have been better. At least there would have been some passion. Do you know what I mean?
Not even got anything to say.
It wasn't a bad game for most part. It was sort of entertaining, but we have to back. Same as with the Wolves game, we have to score, man, and we don't have a goal scorer. That's gonna maybe bite us in the ass in the end.
How long until Wilson's back?
They say April.
A while, I think.
End of March, April, after international break. They say. Hope it's true. Same with ASM and Miggy, right? I think they expect it to be back as well at beginning of April.
But wasn't the crack that Paraguay were trying to get Miggy to go fly to Paraguay so that he could assess
Yeah. How much is that like? Why would you now, after an injury, go to Paraguay, play an international game? And
well, you would
with all
have to
the
isolate
restrictions
coming
and-
back, though, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would think so. Well, maybe it's different rules for professional footballers. Maybe they have some sort of.
I don't think it is. I think because even if, like, I'm sure it says even if the Champions League goes ahead, they've got to isolate when they come back from what I was reading. Like,
Then it would be very selfish of Miggy to go there. Like,
Yeah. But again, appreciate everyone dropping by. Absolute legends. Always fun to watch you, lad. No matter what. Have a good Sunday. Yes, everyone enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bear with me a sec. What's this say here? How to deal with a tech remote website developer, hence his name is YouTube. Thank you very much, Adam. I will do that. Definitely. Yeah, I'll see what he can do for us. That'd be great. Appreciate it. But yeah, make sure to keep yourselves locked on the channel for Sam up next in 5 minutes time. Then it's Liam and Matt doing the fan reaction, so you can jump in there to get your say across, and then it will be myself, Brandon, and Sam on scoring the players, with Lee finally closing up the show with the last word. But yeah, thanks again. If you haven't already, please drop a like on the channel. I've just seen a comment there. I slept while watching the match. I don't blame you, Louis. It wasn't great. But yeah, thank you very much, all, and we'll see you in the next few videos. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.